It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and picked up the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is the song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
I'm sitting in the railway station, got a ticket for my destination. On a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping, home, where my music's playing, home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. Every day is an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines. And each town looks the same to me, the movies and the
Beauty queen since 17. At least to me, I was born with it. Maybelline is good to me, but I believe I was born with it. I'm working. I've been working on myself.
I am, of course, the Lady Page, and with me is my usual voguing gaggle of gays. Hit it. Show 'em, girl. Show 'em. Live life. Yes. Learn. Loving it. So, to my left, the gorgeous, the beautiful, the amazing Karen.
Hello, everybody.
Digitally in front of me with her giant tits in our face. The gorgeous and beautiful Ruby Tesla. How are you, gorgeous?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. And of course, the man behind the boards, the person who keeps the lights on, Nathan.
Hello.
You look like an... I know.
Come on,
Well, now
come on.
you
Let
guys
the
can
insults
see
flow.
us.
Let them go.
No.
Right out the gate,
It's
too.
not. No, it's not an insult. For those, I mean, if you're looking on camera, if you're watching on
can actually
YouTube,
see me today.
you can see Nathan. However, what you don't see is that Nathan literally looks like an anime character who like hacks into like the government systems. He's just covered in computer equipment. There's like 20,000 screens. There's like a whole power plant of electricity over there. I find it frightful.
It's a fire hazard.
You're gonna get cancer.
Oh, for sure, 100%. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, it's because of that.
It's gonna be testicular because your balls, because
See.
you're really tall, so your balls are very close.
If this goes up in flames, we're all dead.
I'm out. I'm immortal. I can't die. I'm covered in semen. I let semen dry up on my skin.
Oh, is
like,
that fireproof?
like a hard bait? Yeah, semen's fireproof.
Oh,
It's the
perfect.
Just ask any firefighter. They're covered in it. That's not science. Don't do that. They're gonna really get upset if you ask them about it. They're gonna get really upset about
Don't
it.
listen to Paige.
Don't listen to me. I know nothing of
my
arson.
mom used to
All
be
right.
a firefighter. I don't want to think about that.
My mom used to be a firefighter, just covered in semen at all times.
No!
Ah!
No!
Not my mother.
Don't
My
drag
mom,
my
on the
mom
other
to
hand,
this.
is definitely
Unseen.
covered with semen at any given time.
Your mother, absolutely.
My mother is a slutty whore, and I love her for it. That's where I
Where,
get it
I
from.
was going to say, where do you think she gets it from?
I get it. I did get it from my mama. She is
For sure.
My mom. She's had more cocks in her than a hen house. That's what I'm saying. That's so bad.
I love that joke.
I do. You're welcome. I don't. My mom's gonna hear this and be like, "You're a fucking asshole." I'm gonna be like, "It's fine, mom. You don't speak English." No, my mom speaks English, guys. Let's not be racist.
Oh, God.
Poorly,
I really
but
hope that
she
my
speaks it.
mom doesn't, like, secretly know about this podcast
Oh
and listen
God, I
to it.
so hope she does. Can you imagine one day she leaves one day, let's say you're visiting your mom. Check this out. You're visiting your mother. She leaves and she goes, "Actually, Paige is right about the firefighters." Mom! Like, the worst. But happy Thanksgiving. There is.
No, I'm going to visit her next weekend. It would be very awkward. I haven't seen her since Christmas.
Oh, I love a white Christmas. That's different story. Different story. Stop it. Poor
Jesus.
thing. All right. So there is. You guys are actually hearing. You obviously are hearing another voice in the background. Go ahead, Ruby. Introduce.
This is my friend Mike.
Hello.
Say hi, Mike. I don't know. I
Hi.
actually don't know how much personal information I am allowed to share about you, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Mike. As you know, Ruby has mentioned me before in a prior podcast. She mentioned myself as well as my husband Nick, who is the hottest bear on the planet.
Oh, words I love
he's
to
a
hear.
scaredy bear. Yeah, he's a little scaredy bear. So he may show up on camera, but he's going to
Scaredy bear.
eat our dinner.
Scaredy bear.
Yeah. So, Mike, I really wanted you to be a guest in the podcast because I think you and your husband were some of the first really close friends I had who were poly and who were not just like, I guess like not casual about it. Like you're married and you've been together for many, many years and you're completely like, I love you both as a couple and I love how much you love each other. And I love how slutty you both are. And I
Fuck
feel like,
yeah.
I kind of learned a lot about being a hoe from you. And I feel like you're kind of like my slutty big brother.
Oh, well, that's so sweet.
That's amazing. I
It's
live
good
for
to
these.
know
This
to
is
be an
good.
inspiration. Yes. I mean,
So yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, so-
I feel like you and your husband, I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name. Am I allowed to say his name?
I think Mike actually
care.
said his name.
Oh,
Yeah,
But we
okay,
can
never
call
mind.
him Scaredy
All right.
Bear. His name could be Scaredy Bear because
Okay.
that's fucking
Scaredy
adorable.
Bear. Okay, yes.
I'm getting a shirt made tomorrow that says Scaredy Bear on it.
Like back when Kevin and I were first starting to kind of talk about being poly, I know I was talking to Scaredy Bear about it a lot, and like he kind of gave me a lot of insight and a lot of like advice and stuff, and it was really really helpful. So besides that, I also just love you guys and thought you'd be fun to hang out with us.
Yes, we love you too, and it's an honor to be here.
Oh, well, thank you. It's an honor to have you. So, since obviously Ruby Tesla knows a lot about you guys, and we do talk about poly relationships. I think every person, every host on this show is in some form is in a poly relationship. So, do you mind going into depth as far as like your specific poly relationship? Like, are you guys completely open? Are you like a closed poly situation? Is what are the parameters?
So when it comes to having a poly relationship, I mean, we're pretty open. I mean, for first and foremost, we are a married couple. That's never changing for anyone or anything.
Perfect. Love it.
We've been together for 13 and a half years, and we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
But when it comes to relationships with others, it's funny because we've actually made a lot of our best friends through initial hookups.
Okay.
And so some of those hookups turn into a regular thing, whether it's either something that Scaredy Bear and I have done together or venturing off on our own. But it's always, we always keep open communication about it, never any surprises. And we do have a few regulars, but again, we view sex as something completely separate from the relationship aspect of it. And I know each poly group is different. Sometimes there are closed poly groups, and I understand that they want to have that type of relationship, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
But we're more open about it. But again, I would say I'm more selective than Scaredy Bear.
Wait. Did you just pretty much throw your husband in the bus and let him know that he's slutty, and he just pretty much does whatever he?
Oh, he knows it.
He is a proud hoe.
Oh.
Yes, he is.
I get those feelings. I know that place. I get the. I'm very similar.
Place.
I know that place. I'm Ho Bear. I get it. I'm Ho Bear. Yeah. If it wasn't for me becoming a tranny and getting full blown titties, host status is strictly Ho Bear. Absolutely.
Are we creating our own like Care Bears here?
Yes.
There's Ho
There's Ho Bear.
Bear.
There's Scaredy Bear. Yes. Nathan, Blow Bear. He's Blow Bear. Oh, good old Blow Bear. But continue. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Pretty spontaneous. I mean, there is a little bit of pre-planning, like during the day. Like sometimes I'll be at work and I'll get a text to say, "Hey, this is Scaredy Bear. I'm going over such and such's places after work. Do you want to hang out in Wilton Manors afterwards, or you just want to go home?" Sometimes I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll hang out afterwards," or other times I'll be like, "Yeah, I just want to go home."
Yeah. I appreciate it. I mean, there's actually me and my husband just had a very similar situation last episode where I got a text from a guy who's like, "I want you to suck my dick," and I was like, "That's really not what we do, but let me talk to the husband, see how he feels about it." And the husband was like, "Yeah, just don't be late for dinner plans," because we had dinner plans that night with Nathan and Taryn. And he's like, "Just don't be late." I was like, "You got it." I'm like, "It's not going to last that long. Don't you worry. Mama's skilled." I walked in, did my job, and I left. And it was great. It was a good time.
Yes.
Plus side. So I get it.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is too, safety is always priority number one.
Absolutely.
I want to see who the person is. I want the address. And what also helps, I mean, we do have our iPhones linked, so there's always Find My iPhone. But
Correct.
sometimes I just look to see, okay, where is he at? But it's no big deal. I mean, he's not afraid that I'm stalking him or going to be mad at him. I was more mad at him sneaking off to Taco Bell when we were on a diet a couple of years ago.
Oh, girl.
Sneaking off with another guy.
Oh, you're hitting me where my heart lives. First of all, Taco Bell's life for me. And I've been plant-based now for a month and a half, and I mean, I can still have Taco Bell, but it's harder. It is not, it's not as good as the gross meat stuff, but God, fuck, now I want tacos. Shit.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, now I want dick and tacos. Where can I
Dick
find
and
both of
tacos?
this? Can I get a dick taco?
Yeah. Put Nathan's dick in a tortilla.
Listen, you grab
There
that
you go.
Irish dick, you stick it in a corn tortilla
Okay.
right now.
All right. Wouldn't be the first or
Ooh,
last
what a
time,
treat.
probably.
Why is it not the first time? Why is it not the first time?
Listen, food fetishes.
Food fetishes.
Get in this gig.
Has anybody on the mics, has anyone had a food fetish yet?
Not
Like a
really,
food
no.
situation?
No.
Nobody?
I
Oh, I hear it in the
There you go.
background. Who? Say it.
So, yes and no. So I have a friend who has gotten me to go more towards the feeder side per se.
Gagging.
My husband is totally creeped out about it and he thinks it's silly. But I actually started talking with my friend and we actually signed up for an account through an app. And I've been looking through. I mean,
Was it Gromer?
yes.
Mama knows everything.
Yes,
Of course
it's
she
Grover.
does.
Come at me.
Mother knows
There isn't
best.
anything I don't know.
That's the one.
Yeah, I know, girl. Mama knows everything. That's what I'm here for.
Yes.
On the Walter
yeah.
Mercado of sex.
And sometimes I'll tease my husband. I'll be like, "Yeah, you eat that cupcake," and he's like,
You fucking bitch! That's fantastic.
I already do that, and I don't get any sort of like
Right?
fetish out of it. Like, she's like, "You eat
Yeah,
that cupcake,
actually,
you piece
Nathan
of
does
shit."
it to himself, but in a mirror. He's like, "You eat that fucking cupcake." He's like, "I know,
yeah,
I
well, they
will."
rub your belly as you're eating that.
I would just start eating it more sexually. If someone's like, "Oh yeah, you fucking eat the shit out of that cupcake,"
But Taryn, would you have done it sexually with that cupcake we had this weekend?
I couldn't. It was fucking rock
So
solid.
Taryn and I went to Universal this weekend, and we had the world's worst cupcakes from
They were made
Seuss
like
Landing.
2
Where
months
from?
ago.
Seuss Landing.
Actually, no, I take it back. They were made 6 months ago, right before they had to shut down.
And
And they were like, "Just
they
leave
were
the
still serving
cupcakes.
them. They're like,
Some idiot will buy them when we reopen.
And
It
if
was the
YouTube-
hardest cake
Oof.
I've ever had.
Like, have you ever taken
"Oh,
like the
that was a hard
frosting-
cake. Have you tried these hard cakes?"
Have
Look
you
at
ever
that.
taken the frosting off of a cupcake, but it didn't like squish? It just came
Oh,
off.
the whole
in
shit
one
just
big
came off.
chunk?
Yeah, because that shit's dry as a bone.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
and it was
Oh
a
my
BOGO.
gosh.
Now I know
that's
why.
terrible.
Of
Anyway.
course,
Hate
girl,
when
because those
desserts
things
deceive.
were girl.
So I know we just
COVID.
talked about
Those were COVID
cupcakes.
cakes.
Yeah.
COVID cakes.
I know we just talked about cupcakes, which is the perfect transition.
Like the intro wasn't long
Why?
enough. You had to throw in a long ass sound effect.
Why did you just throw in that sound effect at the end?
I meant to press stop.
Bullshit.
Why was it depressing?
Okay.
Someone grab the soundboard. Get it away. That's right, everybody. It's that time of the podcast when we get to tell you, the audience, about all the sex we are or aren't having.
Can I pet that dog?
Why would you do that to me?
Oh no!
Oh.
I didn't love him. Why would you do that?
Can I pet that dog?
Don't do it. Can I pet that dog?
We
so
actually
upsetting.
use that for like talking about sex. Can I suck that dick? Can I suck that dick?
I was gonna say, does Taryn do that when she wants to have sex? She's like, can I pet that dog?
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
Well, are you
Can I
kidding?
pet
I
that
don't ask
dog?
for permission.
No, you just
Don't
go up
be
and you pet
silly.
his dog. You pet his schnauzer.
Can I have that dick?
I can see her doing that for you. But back to the audience. Hi, guys. So the sex we are or
Sexcapades.
not having. I am not having currently any sex.
There you go.
However, before the show started, I was informing Taryn that I changed my Facebook dating profile. So it is now like my dress trans version. And I updated my profile and stuff. And let me tell you right now, that shit is lit. It is out of control.
What, Facebook dating?
Yeah,
Very
no,
nice.
like my Facebook, my trans like Facebook profile. Like I had one for my boy, my me boy version. Like if you're looking at the TV right now, I'm presenting as boy right now. Starting on the 1st, you won't see this anymore. So, I
I saw your pictures from a couple days ago. They look so pretty.
Thank you. I try. I clean up really nice, but unfortunately, like it's a lot of makeup and a lot of skill. So I always feel bad for guys because they're like, "You're so beautiful," and I'm like, "Cool, I appreciate that." And then I wake up the next day after having sex with them and being dressed, and they're like, "Holy fuck, what happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like this look either. Sorry about it." So this is my face. This is This is
this
what I
I
look
have.
like. I don't like it either. It's what do you want me to do for you?
Oh my god.
Hey yo. So I changed my profile and I've been getting a lot of hits. Which I was gonna say I expected, and that sounds like really, really terrible, but I did expect that. But I expected it on the negative. I expected guys to
Well,
do
only
it.
because you've done this before,
Yeah.
and you saw how it blew up before, so it's
Correct.
not unreasonable.
Yeah,
to expect
I
that to
expected that
happen
to
again.
happen, but I expected it to happen mostly in the negative, where guys aren't looking at my profile; they're just swiping on the picture, and then when I speak to them, they're like, "Oh, I didn't read your profile." I'm like, "Go read my profile," and they're like, "Holy shit! Yeah, no, I'm not into that." Okay, cool, not a problem.
Did they
And
actually say, "Holy shit, no, I'm not into that," or are you just exaggerating?
there have been some guys that are like, "Holy sh!" They're more like shocked that they didn't think I was a boy. Like
oh,
they
you
didn't
got
think
a
I.
dick. Bye.
They express some form of shock.
Yeah, they're just expressing a form of shock. But some of them are like, most of them have been like, honestly, like really polite, where they're like, "Oh, well, I don't mind that you're trans, but you're pre-op. I'm not into that. Get to me after you have surgery." And then I'm like, "Okay, I understand.
I'm
I'll
not
be sure
gonna
to
get
put
to
you
I'm
in.
not getting back to you,
But-
but thank you." And then there are
fuck's
guys,
sake.
and then there are guys that are like, "Oh, I didn't realize that at all. I thought you were just a girl. Sorry, that's not my thing." And I'm like, "Cool." Like, but they're like, "But you're really pretty." And I always like, those are my like actually my favorites. They're like, "But you're really pretty," and I'm like, "Thank you."
I'm here for the compliment.
I'm just here for compliments. I'm just here. It's for me at this point. I don't need dick. I just need compliments, and I'm just gonna jerk off to compliments. No, I do
that
need
episode
no,
of
I do
Family
need
Guy.
dick.
Like, what do you eat? Compliments.
No, I do need dick. So I still need dick in my life. So
Same seas.
my current profile, though, the guys have actually been really, really nice. But not only that, a lot of them are bisexual, and they actually have no problem hooking up with me
are all
or
the
my
bi
husband.
men?
And they're like, "I'll hook up with both of you."
Show me the bisexual men.
Listen, girl,
I need this in my life.
get in it.
If they're
Do you-
not fully into it,
do you
or if
have
Lucas doesn't like them, pass them on to
No,
me.
fuck that. If he's not into it, I'm fucking them regardless. I have several guys that are like, "I'm taking dick today if you want." And I'm like, "I'm going to dick you down. My half-flaccid tranny dick is going to fuck the shit out of you because this is great." But do you and Nathan have a Facebook dating profile together?
Not enough to.
Well, Mama,
no.
get in on this gig.
All right, let's get
Get
in
on this gig
gig.
together.
Let's
There's
get on
no
this
way.
gig.
There's no way that you're not going to get bisexual guys.
Come on, let's do it.
First of all, you are a 6'3" Irish dick for days. There's no way you're not gonna get signed by some fucking. She wants a bottom. Their bottom's all up there.
I would
Yeah.
like to try actually fucking a guy successfully.
I was
too.
gonna say you tried and it did not go
It
well.
did not work.
Yeah.
His butt was not.
It
ready.
wasn't me, guys. Don't even look at me in the
Twas not
camera.
ready.
It wasn't my
Yours
ass.
would have taken me
First
in
of all,
like fucking Kirby.
If Nathan tried to fuck me, that body's going in. The whole body's getting sucked. Just his head. Just his head's gonna stop him from getting absorbed. Yeah, she swallows a dick. Let me tell you, she does it. But yeah, no.
Well, that was
So
nice.
I don't have any.
Oh, I've seen Big Blue. I know what that
I
butt's
have some
capable of.
giant toys. I have a problem.
We're
guys.
actually in pursuit right now of the next male female threesome for us.
I'm telling you, get a Facebook dating app. It's lit.
Come on.
I don't care what anyone
Let's do
says.
it.
Fuck Tinder, fuck Hinge. I mean, those are great unless you're
Okay,
going to
Hinge is
sponsor.
fucking
If you're going to
terrible, first of all.
sponsor, let us know. But
I don't-
Facebook
I won't
dating,
take
if
their
you're
money.
listening, I'm here for it. Like it's lit. I've had
All
very
right,
good
man.
conversations. But
I'm on
no,
it.
That's
I
it.
have no,
That's-
I have no sex. Just
I feel
Facebook
like
dating.
I'm like the closest I've ever been to being able to set up a 2-guy threesome. I have like a few different guys who said they're into it, but it's fucking COVID times, and
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to actually put that together.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
No, that's the hardest part. I mean, that's the weirdest thing about like being in a situation like me and my husband where we actually want to date people. It's not so much of a hookup situation for us. Like me blowing that guy was like kind of like a one-off thing. I don't know if Lucas. Well, now that it's happened, I'm pretty sure Lucas would be okay if it happened again. But that's not our goal. We would really prefer to find a guy who's really comfortable being with both of us while I transition and become a woman, and yet he can also still get satisfied by a guy because we have no plans on separating currently. So having these guys that are like, "Oh no, I'm totally down for that," and being openly bisexual and totally down for it, I'm like, fuck
That would be
yes.
great.
Let's do
Sounds
it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
fantastic. Let's do that. And not only that, for the record, as a girl, I do like dicking. Like I love dicking down. Like I don't mind anal. You can fuck me, that's fine. But I get off fucking someone. Like I love that. Like it's my thing. If you want me to come, either let me eat your ass, let me suck your dick, or let me fuck the shit out of you. You can fuck me, but I probably won't come unless you're gonna like really reel me down. Like, you're gonna have to slam me to bits. I'm
You're
just
gonna have
saying.
to wham bam.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
like,
come out of the room and jump into it, is what I'm saying. But besides that, I really like fucking, and it's really hard to find guys who are like so openly about it. So to find like not one, not two, but like back-to-back guys who are like, no, I'm fine with that. Actually, I prefer being the bottom in this situation. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
right?
I'm like, is
Gagged.
is this a joke? I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come out and be like, no, it's a prank.
Punks.
Yeah, where is this? Because this is ridiculous. I'm like, where are all these bottom men?
Excited for you.
I cannot wait. I'm ready to tear someone's hole apart.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie. Okay, that's enough for me. Next person.
I guess we'll go next.
You can take the reins.
We
You can
had
go first.
sex. We went to Orlando. We went to Universal and Disney this weekend because we were like, fuck it. We have passes for both, so we're going to go. And while we were there, we had a good amount of sex. It was beautiful. I had to do my usual, because I try to be nice when I'm in a hotel room, and I try to stifle myself a little bit so I'm not scaring people.
That girl.
It's
Peel
not for
the
me.
That's the
wallpaper
place
off
to
the
cut
walls.
loose.
Yeah,
Listen,
thank
it's not
you.
for me. It's
Mama
for
gets
Nathan.
it.
Nathan
No,
gets
fuck
real
that.
self-conscious about other people listening to
You
us.
fuck
when
her
we're
on
in
the patio,
resorts.
and you let all of downtown Disney know what's happening.
Yes.
If it were up to me, girl,
Yeah, I know
would.
you. That's why I'm like, bitch, you are not. You go on that hot air balloon.
But I
in
was
downtown
like-
Disney, and you fuck her brains out.
I was getting railed, and I
We
grabbed.
actually-
I did the slow grab the pillow, and then slowly put it over
On
my
your
face.
We also
Suffocating yourself.
Basically,
did it at a
which
pretty-
I kind of like because I like the lack of oxygen.
Oh,
is
yeah,
fun.
we
I
stayed
read
at
your
one of
diary.
the Universal resorts, Cabana Bay, and we had like a
I
big,
love Cabana
we
Bay.
had a
We
big
stayed there
ass-
last year. Mike and I and his and my friend Alexis all stayed there last year for Horror Nights.
It was
Yes.
so nice.
We had a
And
room that overlooked the pool, had the biggest
big
window
open
ever.
windows, and I'm
Oh,
like, oh, you are
nice.
fucking me in front of this open
We left it
window.
open.
Yes.
Good girl.
It's like, this is happening.
Good girl. Proud of you. And it was me actually across the way, just with binoculars, cheering you on, eating popcorn.
We have
Go,
somebody,
girl!
we have a note in the chat, by the way, real quick, just to
Why are you
Kevin
yelling?
says, "What's up, crew? Just stopping by to show Ruby some love. Looking good, girl."
Aww.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Look, I'm wearing your shirt.
Aww. The cuteness is
What's it
overloaded.
say?
I
It
know.
says Big Lux.
Ah, nice.
That's him. He's
Showing
Big
off the
Lux.
He's Big Lux. Yeah, it's trademarked. You can't. It's biglux.com. TM.
Yeah.
Love.
And I have his little bracelet on too that says Big
Aw.
Lux Violin because I always wear it.
Aw, I'm down.
Oh, lovely.
It's super cute.
Mhm.
I was trying to think. Other than that, I think I had sex with my girlfriend sometime last week and last Friday, actually. And I don't know if there was anything else noteworthy.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna go over the parts where you just had sex before the show?
I was gonna let him do that.
Oh, that's a Nathan. I was like, well, he said rain.
Spoiler alert.
Whoops. Well, it wasn't a spoiler, bitch. You said it before the show started.
Yeah.
I mean, when the show started, ho. I wasn't spoiling anything.
I was gonna let you cover that.
I was
one.
just gonna try to see who was gonna tell the story.
That's
Ho.
all.
Did we do anything else that was like out of the ordinary?
Did you
I
fuck a
don't think
geese?
so.
A geese,
A geese?
a goose.
A goose. I know English is your
I
second
told you guys.
language.
English is so much. I fucking hate you.
Terrible.
Oh, I love that
I
kid.
can't think of.
No, I don't think
anything.
so. Nothing out of the ordinary anyway. But
No.
we've been having sex pretty regularly as per usual because Mama gets feisty.
Oh no
if
no
we
no!
don't.
We could last night,
What?
which was interesting last night. So
Oh yeah, go ahead.
we got home from what did we do yesterday?
work.
Work.
Fuck the geese.
Yeah.
Fuck
just-
a geese.
We chilled at home. We actually had chores to do. We had the office to build, that sort of stuff. And then Taryn was on the phone with her girlfriend, and I was just sitting in the bedroom just watching porn for fun. Just kept it up on the screen. And just sat there. And I was waiting. Like I turned it up little by little to see if she'd be like,
Jesus.
I
I
gotta
knew
go.
you were watching porn.
Well, I don't care if you know that I'm
She's
watching
on the
porn.
phone with her mother. And you're just like, in the background. Just like, sorry about that. Sorry about that, mom.
I'd explain it to my mom if I had to.
Your mom would
What's
not
that
give a
sound
shit.
in the back? And
Your
then
mom would
Nathan's
not give
watching
a
porn
shit.
again.
Your mom's like, all right, what channel is that? Send it.
What channel?
But so I kept it
Pornhub,
on.
Mom, look it
I
up.
kept it on just for a little while, and then Taryn walks in. She goes, "I heard what you were doing." I'm like, "Okay, cool, let's fuck." Yesterday,
What
Cool.
a gentleman.
I
Am I
think-
pussy
Right?
wet?
I had worked myself up, I think, enough to be ready to go. She just jumped on the bed, put her ass in the air. I think it was about 15 seconds.
Solid girl.
Oh yeah.
Solid
Something
girl.
about it was just the right temperature.
Somebody yesterday-
It was like velvety.
That
and
some was real good.
That
I am dead right now.
So,
pussy was fire.
but then
That's what I'm trying to say.
On fire.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
so
She said my
My pussy was fire.
and then
Ah!
but the same could be said for
Fuck me.
Taryn because
That was so
I
good.
grabbed the big what do we call it, Mr. Brown,
Mr. Brown
and went to town for about 3
Did you
minutes.
just fucking rhyme with a sex toy?
went to town with Mr. Brown.
I want to die.
Where come through, Dr. Seuss.
Went to town with Mr. Brown. There wasn't a frown.
Stop it! I hate you.
Anyway,
I love it.
Are
So-
you Nathan? Are you freestyling right
He is.
now?
He's
Yes,
fucking. He's Missy
yes,
Elliott
yes.
over here.
Yeah.
He's rhyming backwards.
Put that thing down.
We
I
gotta
flipped it
throw a beat behind that.
and I reversed it. It's your flip it. Listen,
No,
It's
I,
your
I
flip.
made a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
No, it
You
happened.
asked for this,
That's
Ruby.
how-
This is what you get.
Now, this is a hip hop podcast.
oh god.
One more genre to add.
But
to the
anyway, so it took like 3 minutes for her, where it normally takes like 15.
list. Can your rapper name be Snickers? Because there's Eminem's taken. You're Snickers.
Snickers Doodle.
No, you're Snickers. I'm Doodle.
We're Snickers and Doodle, and we're here to say we're white as fuck. So go
All right, I'm
away.
stuck.
Why
I-
does fuck go away?
I can't.
Oh.
I hate
Well, there went all of our
everything.
listener.
Yeah, there goes
Oh,
the
no.
one person who was listening. Sorry, Kevin.
Oh shit! Sorry, Adam and Eve. We meant to do a good
Yeah,
job.
yeah. Sorry, Adam and Eve. All right, but no,
Oh,
but yeah, it was
crying.
really,
I'm
really quick.
crying.
That was there. And then
That's
as for the
good.
earlier in the week,
Like I said, given the right amount of foreplay, doesn't take that long. You just gotta give me some foreplay, and then we're good to go.
Good girl.
yep. And then
That's all you have to
Yeah.
say about that.
Put a period on that
but
note.
yeah, no, we actually Taryn and I had sex before the show last week. We tried to beat
Yes,
the
we
clock,
did.
and
Yes,
we did.
and you did.
And then
Beat the
this
cock,
week
if
we
you will.
we got a little bit more creative. There you go. You're laughing from.
Are you saying using a third person reference for the person that's sitting right next to me who's on camera?
Yes. And I will.
Yup.
Yeah, she is on camera. And,
Who is stealing the love of my dog right now?
Oh yeah, Pugsley's
He's
all over.
very
Aw.
comfy.
Yeah, Pugsley's tongue out. It actually looks dead in the camera.
All right, I should
and he
give
might
you,
be.
I should give you a fake radio name. What should it be?
Unless you don't care. She doesn't care.
Okay. You know, introduce yourself. On mic.
One second. I'm going to swing
You're
my
gonna swing-
mic over. 1 second.
All right. Well, I'm Alicia. Hey, I got a nice raspy voice. so
Another
I'm-
raspy voice. That's
I'm-
all we need.
I'm sure on this it sounds even more man-like, which I love and I embrace.
They probably can't tell the difference between my voice and hers.
No,
We honestly probably do sound
they
very
both
similar
sound like
on-
gravel in a
on
blender.
Both
Yeah.
gravel in a blender.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
At this point in my life, I
Birds
have
of a
to
feather.
admit,
so
yeah,
Alicia and
yeah.
I met online, and then
Yeah.
her and I got together and hung out, fucked, and then she was the one who I talked about last week, who hung out with me and Taryn
Yeah.
and fucked with us
That
then.
was me.
And then we tried to do a quickie before the show, and it worked. So there you go.
I say we tried to.
Like a
It
quickie?
happened.
Yeah,
A quickie threesome?
Yeah.
That's impressive. I've never had a quick threesome. That's cool.
Well,
It was like
typically
25 minutes.
Typically, most people try to draw out their threesomes, but like we knew we had a time
Yeah.
crunch, so we were like,
25 minutes is a decent amount of time.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's like not too much to like, like take up your entire fucking day, and it's enough time to get off and like have a good
Right.
time, and then you get to go and actually like do other shit that day. So
right?
I am down for the quickie threesome. I think that's gonna be a bucket list thing for me now.
trending. Quickie
we can-
threesome.
Bastard.
Well, we got it. So, and we did it, and it was great. And literally Taryn's chicken was done, so we finished.
I left the room because the
Dinner's ready.
oven was beeping, and I was like, I need to go get the chicken out. I'll be right back, guys. Bye. Yes,
You have to be
I-
efficient.
I didn't want
All
my
about
chicken to
efficiency with your
burn.
time.
Oh, I got left.
Alicia, your name is the same name that I used as my pseudonym when I was first doing online sex work when I was like 20.
Yes, that is. I do
Damn.
love my name. That's why I can't even think I can go by another name because it's just. It's voluptuous in and of itself.
I love it.
Makes sense.
All right, so
Going.
but yeah, it was great. We did it. We literally knocked it out in like 25 minutes, and we were good to go. So,
And now we're here.
Now we're here talking about it. Ruby, what do you got?
Oh shit, that's right. I have to do it. Not a ton. I had sex with my friend over the weekend. He came over. We finished watching Westworld. We hooked up. It was good. Oh, I used a butt plug. I put a butt plug in my ass.
How big are we talking?
while
What's
we were fucking.
circumference?
Oh, a little one, just a little one.
Oh.
My butthole is like not like it's out of practice right now. I actually haven't had anal sex in probably like a little over a year. But I've used toys, but like I just haven't done it regularly lately, so I'm not used to it. So I'm kind of trying to. Also, like it wasn't like the mood wasn't there to have like a super long session. I wasn't really up. We kind of just were like having a chill night and just like fucking before we went to bed. I wasn't really in the mood to like let's do this drawn out thing where I like try to like stretch it out and like do all that shit. Like I was kind of like, let me just put a little toy in and do a little something fun and different.
Okay. I'm here for it.
That I haven't done lately. Yeah, it was really fun. It was good.
I wish I had those moments. For me, it's once I start playing with my butthole, I'm like, yeah, and then everything goes up there. It's like the furniture, the house, everything.
I think it could have easily turned into that if like just the mood of the night were different. If it was like more of like a high energy kind of thing, but it was just kind of like a chill little sex session. It was good though. It was fun.
Sometimes that's all you need.
That's the only sex I've had in the last week.
Well, because you brought that up, quick note for anyone who's been listening for a while and remembers this conversation. A couple of episodes back, I wanted to know, is there anyone having anal and not cleaning themselves out? Well, because I went plant-based, I've been able to stick dicks like toys and stuff in my butt. Comes out squeaky clean.
It's better.
Without cleaning myself.
Yeah, diet has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, girl, dicks are going in and coming out squeaky clean without me douching. I'm in heaven.
That's incredible.
Yeah, girl, you're welcome. Mama's ready. Mama's ready to get bottomed or fuck.
Daddy wants to take a
Yeah,
I know. I can hear
I've
the
been
music,
plant-based
Nathan.
for like. Yeah, I totally agree. I've been plant-based for like 3.5 years. Almost 4 years.
It's amazing.
And
I'm living.
Yeah, it's definitely made a big difference. Although I think that the thing that affects it the most for me is like how much I've been drinking. And last week was my birthday, and I drank a whole lot. So yeah. I kind of have to readjust back to normal now. As I sit here drinking a beer, but
good girl. Because that's
I'm not
amazing.
drinking 10 of them.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. That's why Nathan's playing music. We'll be back after this short
What about
interlude.
Mike? What about Mike's
No,
sexcapades?
we're gonna get you a sexapades when we come back from break. I promise. Don't worry, Mike. Keep
Okay,
that.
cool.
We'll be back. everybody. Welcome back to Slings, Flings, and Dingalings. I am, of course, the Lady Page.
That was a
And
seamless re-intro.
wasn't it though? You fucking.
Are you questioning
Very.
her skills?
Yeah. Are you? What the, you? Do you know who I fucking am? We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. God, this thing sucks. No, sorry. If you don't know the reference, it's Google it.
Go.
It's
Where have
hysterical.
you been the
Go on
past
the
12
Jujol and
years?
find
Google it. It's fucking hilarious.
Usual.
That
You would
was
think-
back in the like auto-tune the news
Yeah.
days.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Like that was
fucking lootly.
Forever
And I'm
ago.
here for that shit.
So this is episode 121.
Are we going?
Interesting number.
Really?
This is from the very beginning,
From the very
121.
beginning?
Because around episode 100, we stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we actually didn't start doing the show again now with Ruby and all of this until episode 115. So this is our 6th episode, I would say, of our
Of
like
the third generation.
of the third generation.
This show is like fucking Star. It's like
Wait,
Star Trek.
what was the second generation? I know what first gen was. What's second gen?
Because there was a time we were doing like we did it podcast style, but we weren't doing it regularly. Like it wasn't every week.
Yeah.
So for me, this is third generation.
First generation, no. Okay, so first generation was when we did it for podcasts only. We did it
Correct.
with Life Improvement, remember? Back
Correct.
in the day
Yeah,
of LIR.
right.
And then the second generation was when we aired it ourselves.
Correct.
When we used Mixler and we did all of that, we did like full live
Okay.
shows.
Yeah. So this is third generation.
right.
And third
fair
generation is I'm calling the SFD TV time,
This
which
bitch. I'm here for it.
That's an awful lot of letters.
SFD TV LOL MFAO.
Listen, LGBTQI plus. If they can
consonants.
do it, we can do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Give
I,
me all
I
the
wouldn't say
letters.
that out loud, but okay. So,
Your balls are hanging out, Nate.
good. I want them
Good.
to.
I
They-
want them to. Don't tell her. She'll put them away.
She'll put
Do
'em away.
your balls hang
Yeah,
low?
But if
Do
I
they
have to
wobble
sit and
and
stare at them,
roll?
and then I don't get to play with them, I get very offended and upset. So
Well,
That's fine.
Get
she's
over
like, that
here.
sounds like a personal problem.
Listen,
um,
you can absolutely come over here and.
and-
Oh fuck!
and-
It wasn't even on. Never mind.
What wasn't on?
I was gonna say you could come over here and.
Yes. Fuck it. You know what? That's what you get. That's karma. Because I knew what you were doing, and
All
I
right.
looked at that machine. I go, you better not fucking work. and it
You're
did.
not allowed to touch my ass, but you can touch my.
First
The
of all,
laugh?
I mean, I would touch your ass only if you wanted me to. I don't just go digging around.
Thank you for explaining what consent is.
Oh, she wants you to.
First of all, I know what consent is. I just don't always listen.
It's been a decade. What are we waiting for?
That's what
A
I'm
lot of alcohol.
asking.
We're waiting for 12 shots of
No,
Bacardi
we're still waiting
151.
for you and Lucas to get yours out of the
Okay,
way.
Lucas
You're
and
upset.
Lucas and I will 100% probably never fuck. That's
You guys, first of all, if I'm not fucking him, no one else is.
Right.
I
What
mean,
if? Okay, let's try this. What if I was the one you walked in on fucking Lucas?
Burn them both.
Ooh.
Because you said
How
you burn
would-
the house
yeah,
down
how
and you
would you
kill
feel
everybody.
about it?
What if it was me fucking Lucas?
my mic's working, guys. I'm thinking. Hold on.
This is
I
the quietest you've
smell
ever
the
been.
Smoke.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
The
I don't-
gears are turning real
honestly,
fucking hard.
for real, if first of all, I would be dumbfounded if you got a dick in him. Number one. Number two, I don't know if I would necessarily be angry. I would be more
Curious?
confused
I was
on
gonna say
how
confused.
this came to be.
Same.
Like, I would be so confused on how it came to be. The fact that you two are fucking would actually be beyond me. Like, I would.
like this is too
I
confusing
wouldn't
to be
even
enraging.
care if you were fucking. I'm trying to
Brain
figure out how you get
breaking.
in there. Because
Yeah.
I can't even get my dick in there, and you are bigger than I am. So I'm like, if you got it in, how the fuck did you manage it?
So you're not even mad. You're just kind of impressed.
I'm impressed. How'd you get him to bottom? Number one, and number
gave
two,
you 3 Big
you
Macs.
two are. First of all, that is the way to his soul. Actually, that's what I do when I have sex with him. I take apart each Big Mac,
And you just spit
leaving
it
it
out
to the bedroom,
breadcrumbs.
and then I cover
Constantly
myself with a Big
Oh,
Mac box.
no.
You just leave sesame seeds
And
all the
that's
way to
the
the door.
only way he touches me.
I got the greatest visual.
You're
just
welcome.
Now of that.
Yeah, that's the only time he touches me if I smell like McDonald's fries. If it wasn't so funny, I would cry.
All right. So we
You're
were
right because it's true.
I'm crying because it's true.
okay. So
Continue.
I mean, Chin, I would never do it unless you knew. But like,
Oh no! First of all, if that would happen and you're like, Lucas wants me to fuck him, I'm like, let it happen, just for the
Weird
story.
flex, but okay.
I'm like, if you can
Go
get
ahead.
it in and he's not gonna shit on you, go ahead. Let me see.
what
this
if you
happen.
came in and I was just covered in shit?
I would know exactly what happened, and I would look at you and I go, I told you so.
Feel good about your choices now?
Yeah, I'm gonna feel good about what you did. Was it worth it? Was that nut worth all the shit you're covered
I
in?
put my thing down, I
And-
flipped it, and I reversed
and he
it.
browned it on you. It's the guys. It's not my. But
browned
Lucas,
it.
first of all, if you try to stick anything in his butt, though, Lucas comes so fast. It's not even like a joke. Like if I want, like if he's like wants to fool around, and his thing is he likes to fool around in the morning. Usually when I need to be at work ASAP.
So he's a morning sex
He's
person.
a morning sex person. So I'm like, fuck, babe, I need to be at work like yesterday. And he's like, but I want to have sex. And I don't like telling him no because we don't have sex that often. So I'm like, absolutely, let's do this. And if I needed to get it over with ASAP, I blow him and then I just shove a finger in his butt. He's like, ah! And it's over.
Magic trigger.
And he's done. He's like, God damn it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I really
Use
need
your
to
cheat
go.
code every time.
I know. I used my cheat code. I went back, forward, circle,
Up,
circle,
down,
A, B, A,
right,
B, A, B.
left.
Yeah. And he's like,
Right.
ah! And he hates when I do it, but I'm like, I can't be here all day trying to suck your dick. And that's the thing. Like, he likes a dick suck, but he actually likes being forced. So he wants me to force my dick in him, and he wants me to make him feel like a dirty little slut. And I get that, and I'm here for it like 90% of the time. But I have to be at work like in 5 minutes, guys.
Sure.
I don't have time to make you feel like a dirty whore. So I need to like get it done.
If you want me to make you feel like a dirty whore, you need to wake me up 15 minutes
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah.
please do wake me up early. But his tell is he'll rub my back or he'll like rub my leg. Like he looks for bare skin and then he just rubs it side to side. Bitch, if I'm knocked unconscious, I'm not gonna feel that for like hours. Shove a finger in my buttholes, just like.
Apparently, all Lucas needs to do is just pull your pillow really fast out from underneath you.
Okay, first of all, that fucker did that shit.
I
and
know.
It scared the fuck out of me. Guys in digital land, don't grab your partner's pillow while they're fucking sleeping, especially when they're Puerto Rican. I'll kill you.
Okay,
I'll
hold on a
slice your
second. Hold on.
face.
Freeze. I just
That's
heard a
so
cat,
mean.
and I know it wasn't
Yeah,
mine.
I heard it.
Ruby,
Oh,
is that
that's
your
my
cat?
pussy.
Oh,
Is that cheating?
That's cheaty.
And
Let me
speaking,
get him. Let me see if I can bring him on.
oh,
for a
she said
second
that's
if
my
he's
pussy.
still in
Yeah.
My
Oh.
pussy.
and speaking of your pussy, what about your sexcapades?
Yeah, speak of your pussy. What's going on?
So basically, I'm trying to think back. So over the last week, usually Nick and I, because I've learned about myself that I'm more so what is called a side. So I'm not really about anal. I mean, I'll do it every so often, and when I do it, I will top. But and Nick hasn't fucked me in, or Sketty Bear hasn't fucked me in a little while. But he's not heartbroken about it. I mean, he's the one who likes to be dominated and controlled. But usually he'll be up working. I'll try to go to sleep early. Sometimes I just kind of putz around on my phone. But sometimes at night, especially late at night, he will wake me up, whether it's with a hand, with his ass. So sometimes that happens where we just get to rubbing under on the bed, and we go right back to sleep. Clean up, then back to sleep.
Nice. No, I just
What
go to
is it
bed.
with this
Yeah.
late night, early morning, like
It's a guy like I'm ready 24/7. It's a problem.
right?
Like literally, it doesn't matter. Like you look at me the wrong way. I'm like, are you trying to fuck right now? Like I have been in a drive-through and been like, you trying to fuck right now? Like I'm trying to give you your food, fatty. Like, calm down. But
Don't
no,
come at me like
don't
that.
come at me real hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
And
With most guys, it's either or. It's usually really late. They're either nighters or they're early morningers. One or the other.
see, I like a good early evening. That's my preferred time frame. But it all depends on the schedule. It all depends on what's happening. But I know most of the time, like we'll have time either late at night. On the weekends, we'll sleep in. Whether it's just oral or jerking off. And because like with being a side, it means you're more so into like the oral jerking off. I mean, on occasion, like we'll use toys on each other. Nick actually has eyes that are bigger than his asshole sometimes.
Same season.
still have
Me and
examples of
Skinny
that
Bear
in
have a
the
lot in
drawers.
common.
Yeah.
A lot in common. I will buy a fist, and I'm like,
But-
I can get that. I can't, but I'll try. I'm gonna work on it.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's more of a challenge and takes some time. But I mean, I'm patient with it.
I bet.
Got
you
it.
But this weekend, more so because of the COVID situation, but this is something that I mean I do on a regular basis as well. I'm part of it's a masturbation community called Bait World, for men.
Yep.
And what we have, there are video chat rooms. I mean, it's a full social site. I mean, there's blogs, there's pictures, there's videos. I mean, pretty much anything you can imagine. And believe it or not, the very first time I learned to use Zoom was actually in a bait chat room.
Love that.
And so what it is, you have multiple guys, whether it's 10, 20, 30. I mean, sometimes it can be up to 50 individuals. And I was just joking with Scaredy Bear the other day, and I called that room. It's more like the bait bar, because sometimes guys meet each other there, and then they go off alone to Skype.
Okay.
So it's like the digital equivalent of going to the bar.
A digital bar. I love that.
Yeah. and sometimes, I mean, some guys spend a long time on there. I mean, I can edge for a while. I can edge for a few hours. And so there are other guys on there that spend a lot of time on there. I mean, I try to have a life as well. I mean, I don't spend my entire life. Some guys do. But I have shit to do during the day. So on Saturday, I was doing laundry, and I said, you know what? While I'm doing laundry, I have to wait anyway. Might as well log on and see what's going on.
Oh.
So like the Zoom is like the bar, and then the Skype is like the private room.
It's
right.
It's the stall in the bathroom.
Gotcha. The bathroom stall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
if you've
makes
ever been in a
sense.
gay bar, it's the bathroom stall, Vince.
Got
I'm
it.
here for her.
Yeah, because usually whenever anyone goes off to a private through Skype, I mean, it's usually a blow and go. But the thing is, we've been there for a while, so we're ready to blow.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I've heard
it's
that
definitely...
term before too, and I've kind of forgotten about it. But now that you say it, that would be the perfect example of my husband. My husband would be a side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he enjoys.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he enjoys the jerking, the sucking. He's just not a fan of anal giving or receiving in any way, except for like an occasional finger in the butt.
What's the term?
Side.
Side.
Okay.
Like you're not a top, you're not a bottom, you're a side.
Yeah, it's
Right.
literally it's a geometric joke.
I was hearing like sigh as in like SYE or something like that.
Like,
Oh, side. Like a side of mac and cheese.
Right. I got it
now you're talking.
I wasn't hearing the D.
You got my attention.
You know what? I was edging. I'm done. I just
She's
came.
finished just
You,
now.
you mentioned mac and cheese. I am done. I am
So-
leaking.
Go back to that feeder fetish.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
You do have a food fetish.
I did
I will do a lot
feed a
for some
guy.
Panera mac and cheese.
First of all, I know what you'll do for a Klondike bar, let alone mac and cheese.
I actually just bought Klondike bars tonight.
I had a
What
feeling
Told you,
you
bitch.
did.
Klondike bar?
I would
Suck a
I would
dick.
suck
I would-
40 dicks.
Wow, specific number.
That's a very specific.
I
that's
could
a lot of
easily just
dick.
go
That's
buy.
a lot of dicks.
I could
That's a lot.
just
You know
go buy
they're like $1.
Hey, Ruby. Ruby, let's
She
chat.
does it
Ruby,
for
the
Hey,
logical
Ruby.
economist, is like,
Hey,
they're
Ruby,
a
let's-
fucking
let's talk.
dollar. Like, save
Your
yourself.
time is valuable. Like,
Listen,
suck
Ruby.
dicks because you
This
want to
is
suck
for
the dicks.
this
Don't
is
do
for
it for
her
a Klondike
pleasure.
bar.
This is not for the Klondike bar. The Klondike bar is just a ruse.
Yeah.
The,
She
I'm
wants
saying.
to suck those
the
dicks.
Klondike bar is the cherry on top of the sundae of the
This-
40 dicks.
I will tell you. After I'm done with the 40 dicks, I'll forget what I was even doing
You
it for.
fucking Alibaba and the 40 dicks.
Oh my God.
Alibaba, he had his 40 dicks and he got a Klondike bar. When he
We're
was
going to get
done-
sued by Disney. You keep that shit up.
Actually, there's the lawyer at my door right
Oh,
now. All right.
it's going to kill us all. Where's Oprah? Chance nothing to do with Disney, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I have amnesia now because we just talked about 40 dicks.
Good job.
Oh,
Yes, 1 second. Before we continue,
get into that.
I'm gonna pull up this little piece of paper so you can see me on the TV. Read this shit. Adam and Eve says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. Take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item at 50% off. When you do, you'll get 10 free boredom-busting gifts, including 6 spicy movies, a 3-piece bonus kit, and best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. Just remember to use offer code SLINGS. That's SLINGS at checkout. Adam and Eve has thousands of products to make you glad you are staying at home. Sex toys make being at home so enjoyable. Hell, even shopping from home is more enjoyable when you are shopping sex toys. Go to adamandeve.com and use that offer code SLINGS to get 50% off just about any item plus 10 free gifts. Use code SLINGS at checkout.
That's spelled.
Slings.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Thank
now
you.
go fucking shop, you whores.
Okay.
No, seriously, go get shit.
We know
and-
you're shopping anyway. You might as well use the promo.
Yeah,
code. Do
stop
it.
shopping on Amazon because that shit's gonna have lead paint in it, and take your ass over to Adam and Eve. Well, the best.
They are working those poor people to death.
Yeah, stop buying things on Amazon, and I'm also one of them. You guys, they're working these people to the bone. Stop it. You're killing these
Alicia
people.
works for Amazon.
Dude, they work you to the bone. They do, Mama. I've seen these people. You know it's a hard job. No, you know it's a hard job when someone knocks on the door and they're like, just a distraught look, and they're like, "Can I leave this here, please?" I'm like, "You can't. You have to take it to the door." Oh God! This is not a daily occurrence. This is almost a bi-hourly occurrence at my
I have
property.
to take a photo of it on your door.
They're like, "Please just take them from me." And then they come with like satchels, like a camel and a burro full. You're just crying. They're like, "Please let me leave it here." I'm like, "You can't. Why?" I wish I was joking, but that's only half like humor and mostly serious. Like, I can't. Like, I do get stuff from Amazon, but I also live in a house, so it's like they just drop it at my door. I don't feel bad. But like apartment complexes, when they have to drop it off, their delivery drivers look like if they don't, they're delivering for the cartel. And if they don't make this drop, their whole family's going up there. Like, it is serious.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So guys, adamandeve.com. Code Slings. Get in the gig. That's what their marketing should really be. But that's neither
Yeah,
here nor
no
there.
lie. Like I've ordered a lot off Adam and Eve in the last like year or so. Like
Yeah.
it's become my go-to source of toys,
It's great.
and they always give you freebies. And
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I love them.
The free gifts, because we've all
Mhm.
Adam and Eve was a sponsor when we did Generation 2 and
Gen 2.
Gen 2, and they were like, it was great. The gifts were always usable items. They weren't like shit gag gifts. They weren't like a rubber tongue for no reason, or
Or like
slime.
some toys they couldn't fucking sell, so they just throw them in
Yeah,
the bag.
no, they
like,
were all
they're
things
actually
that,
like legit.
yeah, they were all things that you could use on a regular basis. Like, I enjoyed everything I've ever gotten from Adam and Eve.
And don't forget, if you do buy something over $50 on Adam and Eve,
This is Daddy's
and you
gift.
and you send the receipt to our Snapchat at Slings Flings, we will give you 1 month of Ruby Tesla's OnlyFans. So
And
Yes.
guys, first of all, that gift is worth whatever you're about to buy. So go buy
yeah,
yourself
I've
all
seen
the
what's on there.
fleshlights.
Just go buy things.
Yeah. Go buy
You know you want
anything.
to buy it for yourself.
Go buy the
anyway.
cock rings, the fleshlights. You know what I really want? Someone to buy that self-sucking machine.
I want one of those.
I really
Oh my
want
gosh,
someone.
I want one
have-
of those too.
I have multiple
Those
of
are
those
awesome.
machines
Look
around
at-
me constantly.
Mike's
but
like, I'm here for that. Mike, did you
I have
say
2 in this room.
did you, you're a
3.
dick.
You are
Nathan.
objectifying me,
And I like it. She's like, I'm objectified, and I'm here for it. Fuck you, Sacagawea.
Listen, you can objectify me when you have your hands around my throat. Otherwise,
I do
Don't
that
talk
at the
shit to
grocery
me.
store with you.
Speaking of, this is a perfect segue.
yeah.
Have any of you seen 365 on 365 Days on Netflix? Anybody?
No.
Anybody on here?
No.
Bitches, let me tell you about this movie.
Is this like Cut Snake? I don't
No.
want to hear
no.
that
Right
bullshit.
now.
Okay,
to my
first
list,
of all,
so I
Cut
don't
Snake is
miss
great. First of all, you're a dick. No, this movie's not like Cut Snake. So obviously, I love movies. This movie I was forced to watch this by a friend, and it is highly pornographic. Number one, which is very confusing because I'm like, why are we watching this together?
Well, let's
Are you-
put it on.
Are you trying to
Was
say?
it not that kind of friend?
No, it's that kind of. Well, sort of, kind of that kind of friend. It was the husband of the tribe.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, you guys gotta watch this movie. So me and his wife are on one couch. This movie gets super seriously. I'll explain the sex in 1 second, but it gets real graphic, and I'm looking at her like, "What's your husband trying to say, girl?" And she's like, "You and me both. I'm trying to figure it out too." So the movie starts with first of all, starts with murder, which I'm here for. Love a murder. Then it cuts to this dude forcing his dick down this poor stewardess's. She's on a private jet, and he is force feeding this dick, which obviously is like a fake dick. It's like a prosthetic, but it's really well done. So it looks like he's just making her gag, like mascara running full blown. Cut to the point of the fucking movie. This girl gets kidnapped by this gentleman, and he tells her, "I'm gonna hold you hostage for 365 days. By the end of it, you will fall in love with me." What kind of weird shit
That
is
sounds
that?
like Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a movie
Girl,
about Stockholm
yes.
syndrome.
First of all, she like holds him off. Like there's a naked shower scene, and his body is both their bodies are fucking flawless. First of all, but there's a naked shower scene, and he like they fuck around, and constantly he's grabbing her throat, like because he wants to like just fuck the shit out of her. But he's like, I won't do it until you tell me to. Then there's one point where he chains her up in a bed, gets naked. Another girl walks in and sucks the shit out of his dick while she watches. Yes, but play this music, girl.
Turn the music on
And
so we can end this
then-
show and watch it.
Yeah, and then, sure enough, there's a final scene where she gives in. They fuck for 5 minutes in real time straight, all over this fucking boat.
You said
And
this
some
is
of
on Netflix?
Girl, it's on Netflix! And let me tell you, it is some of the best scenes. So the movie
Weirdly, it's on
itself is
Netflix
fucking
Kids.
horrible because it's misogynistic, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's the storyline awful. The sex scenes, what 50 Shades of Grey should have fucking been. Let me tell you, the sex scenes are lit. But the movie itself, horrible. She ends up like falling in love with him, and I'm not gonna tell you the ending because everyone needs to watch this terrible ass movie. But yeah, it was like number
Terrible-ass
one
movie.
in the U.S. for like 2 weeks.
That should be
For
Slings
obvious
homework.
reasons.
All right, that's Slings homework. Before our
All
next episode.
Before next episode, watch it. And
Just
I'm telling
added
you,
it.
I'm forewarning you, it's fucking terrible movie. But the sex scenes are
Like
kind
the
of worth.
script is
The
dumb.
script is first of all, half of it's it's in 2 different languages.
Oh, okay.
It's in Italian and Polish.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Well,
all right.
I'm fluent in both. No, I'm not.
Bullshit. You're not fluent in English.
I know. I told you, I'm fluent in dick and ass, and I understood that part of the movie very quickly. I was like, I
Clearly.
know what's happening here. She gonna
Did
get
not
that
need
dick.
subtitles for that.
Yeah,
shit.
no, but watch it. It's if you're a feminist of any sort, quickly you're gonna be like, this movie's fucking ridiculous because the storyline is
I might have an issue.
absolutely, and I did too, and he couldn't understand that. He's like, what's wrong with the storyline? He kidnaps her to make him fall in love with her, and she does. This movie's fucking awful.
Well, it sounds like the kind of like the basic ethos of the movie is, 500 no's and a yes means yes.
Yes,
which is not
exactly,
accurate.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is every premise of every James Bond film before the 90s.
Yep.
So yes, but I was like, but I watched the film because he wanted to, but it's actually based on a book by I believe I want to say I thought the writer was Polish, but she could be Danish. But the writer, very similar to the 50 Shades of Grey series, she made a more erotic version of that. So there's 3 more books. I don't know if there'll be 2 more movies, but they made a movie from the first book, and this
God
is what
help
the,
us if
this
there
is the
are.
outcome. And let me tell you, I was like, this movie is problematic.
And why did they want you to watch this?
He thought the movie was great. The husband, he's like, I thought the movie was cool. I love the storyline and everything. I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
Well, that's the movie book report we have to do before
Yeah.
the end of before next week's show.
Well, if you really want
Deal.
if you really want to get into weird shit though, there's also a movie called Pet. Now, Pet is
Oh, that's been on my list for a long time. I'm really curious about that. I think it was
You
directed
need-
by David Lynch's daughter. Am I
You
right
need
about
to
that?
Watch this fucking movie. Now,
I
it-
really want to
it
watch
does what that movie like. It has the same premise, but it is way fucking darker. And if you like horror and really fucked up shit, like your dad touched you sort of situations, like this is the movie for you. It's a very fucked up movie. It's one of my favorites.
Mm.
Like that movie, Hard Candy. Like I watch those movies.
Oh, I love.
Oh, I love hard candy.
Girl, if you like those,
Okay.
watch
I'm
Pet.
actually eating hard candy at the moment.
If you like those, watch Pet because Pet is fucking. It's awful, but in the best way possible. I am a twisted bitch.
Have you ever seen a movie called Compliance?
No.
It's wild. It's about this woman works at like a convenience store or something, and she gets a phone call from a customer, or not from a customer, but a phone call that says like, "Hi, I'm the police," or something, and something dangerous has happened. You have to follow all my instructions. But it gets like progressively more fucked up, all the things that he's telling her to do, and eventually he tells her to like start taking her clothes off and stuff. And it's like apparently a true fucking story, and it's all about basically the kind of power of our perception of authority
Yeah.
and like power imbalances basically, and like privilege, and it's really really fascinating.
Oh, I'm here for
Honestly,
this.
if it wasn't a true fucking story that happened like 50 times in a row, this one fucking just prank caller used to just do this to get off to it and like got away with it for a long time, I would think it was a ridiculous premise and I wouldn't buy it. But like it's wild.
Oh,
I think it's on Netflix too.
I'm here for it. I love.
I
yeah.
love a good based on true events movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those usually get my attention.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mhm.
So I kept making, while we were watching that movie, I kept saying, guys, this is Pet. And he's like, no one watched that. No one knows what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, you need to watch Pet. But nobody has.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Pet. I'm gonna try to watch both before next week so we can talk
Pet
about
is
them
so
because
it's so fucked up. If again, if you watched Hard Candy, Pet is way worse than Hard Candy, but it's that kind of twisted, fucked up. And I love Hard Candy. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've jerked off to Hard Candy on many occasions just because of pure cerebralness of it. I'm like, this movie's so fucking smart.
I just like the fact that it kind of like he got what he deserved in the end.
Fully.
So
fully.
if that one ends similarly, not really. You don't get the happy ending. You don't get that satisfaction of knowing the asshole
You get an
gets it in the
ending
end.
that you definitely didn't know coming, but everything works out for everyone in the end. But it's weird.
Okay.
I fucking love that movie. I tell everyone to watch it.
You are way too excited about it.
Because I'm so twisted. When I get to talk about a twisted movie, it makes me so happy.
yes.
I'm weird. I love weird shit.
I feel like we could probably do a whole other podcast about just weird fucked up movies that we like.
Fully. I could literally go into weird fucking movies, spiral into a fucking rabbit hole easily
for hours and hours and hours and hours.
We'll have to do a SFD off to the side after show where we talk about
not a bottom, but a side episode.
Full fucking circle!
You see what she did there?
Full circle, baby!
All right.
In comedy, that's called a callback.
Yeah!
It is called a callback.
So, Paige, what did you have on your agenda tonight? What was one of the things you wanted to discuss?
Actually, it wasn't my agenda. It was actually Miss Ruby's topic. She had something she wanted to discuss, which was an article.
Let's talk about it.
Let's fucking talk about it, because I did read the article.
Yeah, I don't really necessarily want to talk about this article, the specific article, because it's like from last year and it's not super relevant. But it got me thinking about a topic that I'm pretty passionate about and that is kind of controversial, which is just fantasy role play that is about taboo things.
Correct.
Like the specific article was about age play and about like representing yourself as younger than you are in porn or in the bedroom or whatever, but also it got me thinking about like things like race play and like rape role play and like all of these things that are like fucked up things that people sexually fantasize about. And I don't know, I thought I wanted to get what you all think about all of this, and I have a lot of opinions too.
No, absolutely. For someone who has, I mean, my Google history definitely could be rated quickly by the FBI, easily. No, and not CIA. If they're listening, like if they were listening, they're like, this bitch's Google history. If it's out there, I have watched it. Now, to say specifically things that turn me on, like I've watched bestiality porn. It does nothing for me. I've watched it just out of pure fascination. I don't really get into specific race play just because I don't. Like, that's not my fetish. The only thing, I guess, fetish-wise for me that I get into would definitely be incest play. But that comes...
I like that, too.
I enjoy that.
Twins or no twins?
Twins was fine. But my incest play goes way deeper than that. So I have no problem being open about it. I've said it before on this show. I obviously had a bout of incest rape when I was young. I was the rapee.
The rapee.
Yeah, I was a victim essentially, but I was a rapee. So unfortunately, being again, I understand everything I'm about to say is problematic, and I'm not saying this is good for anybody.
Girl, if anybody has ever listened to the show before, you are full of problems.
I know.
We know.
I'm full of problems.
Contradictions. It's fine.
If they're listening to the show for political correctness and not being offended.
No, it's not even about being politically correct. I just know how fucked up this is going to come out sounding, and I'm letting everyone know I'm aware of it.
We're all fully prepared.
Ratings, baby, ratings.
So, just so you are aware, I know how bad this is going to sound. But growing up, once that stopped, I still had to, being gay and having that gay interaction. For the record, it was never violent, so I was never abused. Even though, yes, I understand what he did was wrong, and we both know that growing up as adults now. However, as a teenager, not having sex with other people, having that only sexual idea or I guess memory. Yeah, I used to jerk off to it all the time. And so now, if I watch like whether it's incest real or incest not, if it's incest related, yeah, I'll get off super easy. And again, I'm not saying child porn, I'm saying incest. So these are all adults that I am watching.
Right.
So just because it happened to
Mhm.
me as a child doesn't mean that's what I'm watching. But
Mhm.
I'll watch like a father and stepdad, whether it's real or not, an uncle and nephew situation. Like, I'm here for it. I'm like, I think it's
Yeah.
great. I love it. I think it's hot. But I don't, and also like I was around a lot of sex, like not sex, but a lot of nudity, or well, those are two different groups. So I was around a lot of nudity with my father, so I saw him naked a lot. And being a gay man and liking nudity, like liking men, was very weird to see my father like naked all the time. And then I had my brothers who were older than me who had lots of sex in the house without my parents knowing and around us. So there was a lot of like just a lot of adult things going around me at a very young age. So I have a different image of like my like I would I fuck my father? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Will I get off someone fucking their father or something like that? Absolutely. So
I think a big part of it for me is just like knowing that it's not real. Like there's no, like, just like you said, there's no universe where I would actually want to have sex with somebody in my family.
correct.
I have a brother. I would never fuck him, but I do like incest porn, and it's like a fantasy scenario that's outside of reality. Like think that um I think that mainstream culture kind of doesn't give porn the credit that it deserves, and doesn't give porn audiences the credit that we deserve as far as being able to distinguish fantasy from reality.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
we go and see movies about, fucking people murdering each other, and we don't go out murdering each other because of those movies.
Yeah, there's
Like it's the
a
same as
movie
like
that's
Yeah, it's
devoted
baseless
to the
comparison to
idea
me.
that you can go out and commit murder for a day and it's legal. That doesn't exist in
Yeah.
reality, but it's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And there are like the assholes who fantasize about that and make it their whole identity, but I would say that they're outliers. And I would say that those people aren't a reason that we shouldn't have this form of entertainment. I love the Purge movies. I don't want to fucking murder anybody. But
Sure.
like, I also do understand the argument in certain scenarios, especially the age play thing. So this is kind of like this comes up a lot in burlesque too. A lot of people make the argument that you should never portray a character who's under 18 for a burlesque act. Like a lot of times we do themed shows, and a lot of people criticize like Harry Potter themed shows because, oh yeah, they're like teenagers, you shouldn't be stripping out of the costume that a teenager wears. And I do kind of empathize with that argument because I get the argument that, okay, we're contributing to a culture that kind of glorifies pedophilia and sexualizes children
Correct.
and all of those things. I
Right.
understand that argument. I just think that it's more complicated than that. I
Mhm.
think that people are eager for there to be simple rules.
Correct.
And a simple rule is you're not allowed to play with age whatsoever. A more complicated thing to say is, well, maybe there are times when it's okay and times when it's not. Like, I kind of think, like the Harry Potter example specifically, I feel differently about that than I do about, say, like a movie that's like maybe like the kids from ET or something. Like the kids, like Harry Potter, I was the same age as Harry Potter was
Correct.
growing up, and I'm 33 now.
Mhm.
And I kind of think of those characters as like from the point of view of kids who are coming of age, and in those situations I don't think of them as children, and today I don't really think of them as children. And if I am playing a character on stage and stripping, I am 33 years old. I am definitely not portraying myself as a child.
Yeah. I also
So here's
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no, go
So
ahead.
here's
go.
my question for you, Ruby.
Uh-huh.
So speaking of that, because you grew up with the Harry Potter
Mhm.
characters. Now, in terms of Stranger Things,
Mhm.
my guess was that you would never do a Stranger Things theme show.
No, I actually, people have specifically asked me to do that
Oh,
theme
really?
before, and I've kind of just not said anything because I'm not comfortable with that theme personally. I'm not saying, I do know people who do characters from Stranger Things, and I don't think that it's like, like I kind of just don't believe in the entire concept of policing fantasy.
Right.
I personally probably wouldn't do an act as one of those characters. It's just not my thing. But I don't think it's wrong that other people do, if that makes sense.
And I understand. I mean, it's really at the end of the day. I mean, it's really fantasy. It's when those fantasies are kind of twisted and turned into reality. That's where we get into real trouble, and that's where we have the real problems. And most are able to separate. There are always going to be some bad apples that aren't going to be, just like with movies and television shows that portray violence and murder.
Yeah, for sure. I think that there's a really big problem that opportunists who are conservative people who are just anti-porn altogether will take one example of somebody doing something bad and use that to paint the entire porn industry as evil and exploitative. And so the article, I don't want to really talk about her specifically too much, but the article that I read yesterday was about Belle Delphine, which, if you don't know who she is, she's like an internet celebrity who does online sex work and does like anime style, kind of Lolita style, like X-rated stuff and lots of like furry stuff, and definitely plays the role of like a little girl aesthetic. Like she has like a pastel pink everything and stuffed animals everywhere and all that kind of stuff. And like, it's not my thing personally. It kind of grosses me out, but that's a personal thing. Do I think she should like not be allowed to do that? I'm kind of on the fence about it, because I do think like she's an adult. The people who are watching her are presumably adults. There's also like other bullshit about her. Like I again, I don't want to really make this specifically about her because she's apparently done some other problematic shit. Like I guess she sold someone else's nudes who was underage or something. And then all of these conservative, like Save the Children kind of groups took that as they kind of like made her a poster child for all the evils
that are in the porn and sex industry.
Exactly. And they like took that to say like, look how horrible this thing is that's happening. And then they purposely position themselves in such a way that if you argue against them, you hate children. You don't want to protect children.
You don't want to protect the children. Yeah. And I read the article, so I also read the comment. Like, my favorite thing about articles is also reading the comments under them.
Yeah.
I like to gauge who's
reading this and where their stance
And so a lot of the guys who are clearly like fans of, not only fans, but just fans of probably porn and sex, the guys are like, but she's an adult. Right. So they are like, I don't understand the problem here.
Right. And they recognize that she is an adult.
And then people underneath that were like, well, that's a problem, is that she's an adult pretending to be a child, which allows pedophiles to like essentially get their rocks off. I'm like, I don't want to shock the world of internet commentary. Pedophiles can tell the difference between adults pretending to be children and children. I don't know.
Actual children.
Yeah, they're sick. Yeah. They're not retarded. So
I feel very, 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 very differently about looking at, an adult woman in like a cute schoolgirl outfit licking a lollipop than I do about actual child exploitation and pornography.
Absolutely.
Like,
and
one thing is like unforgivable,
Absolutely.
and the other one is maybe distasteful, maybe not. It's a matter of opinion.
It's a matter of opinion. It's like any art, and it's a matter of opinion. And not only that, porn and sex work and all that, it always has like this, like obviously moral, this morals like ambiguity, because there are people who are like, oh, if you're a sex worker, oh, you're a terrible person. I'm like, why are they terrible? Because they chose a profession that they enjoy doing. Well, they were thrown into it. How do you know that? Marge was a teacher for 30 years before she started selling her puss.
Right.
Yeah, and that really pisses me the fuck off, because that's basically dismissing sex workers autonomy
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
our ability to make our own fucking choices. Like no one forced me to be on
Exactly.
OnlyFans selling pictures of my butthole. Like that was my choice.
Yeah, if you're an
Yeah.
adult worker of any
No,
of any
exactly.
kind, you had to have been forced into it. Otherwise, why would you be
Yeah,
there? That's not how it works.
Because everyone, like, especially with trans girls, because they're like, trans girls had to do that a lot back in the day to pretty much make ends meet because normal jobs wouldn't hire them.
Right.
That's not the same thing. Cheryl, who's selling her titties on her OnlyFans, isn't doing it because she had to do it. She's doing it because she found out she can make $200 selling her titties rather than working at McDonald's. She made a choice.
Or someone getting gangbanged for an actual porn scene. Like, that's consensual.
Yeah, she's not forced into the
not that
gangbang.
not that exploitation doesn't exist.
Oh,
but
it
I think
absolutely
that most
exists
of these
in the
arguments,
industry, but that isn't the
exactly.
it is not the point of the industry.
Exactly.
It's like
and it's not.
It's not the reason behind it, and you can say that pretty much about any job of any type can have a negative side, but you're not going to focus just on the negative side of it. I mean, granted, does child trafficking happen? Absolutely. Does human trafficking happen? Absolutely. Are people sometimes thrown into sex work because not by choice? Absolutely. But that's not what this is about. The porn industry,
but you
and
know
the sex
what industry?
that's not what it's about.
Yeah, and that's also true of the modeling industry and
Absolutely.
the acting industry
and,
the
just
music
as exploited.
industry.
Actresses are
I would
exploited all the time. Musicians are exploited all the time.
I would say everybody I know, the modeling industry is one of the worst. Absolutely,
Absolutely, it's horrible.
I've known a lot of models. I've known a lot of sex workers. I've known a lot of porn stars, and I've heard the absolute worst horror stories about the modeling industry out of all of those industries.
Absolutely, it's awful.
So the other thing, though, it looks like we lost Mike. Hopefully, he'll be right back.
He's jerking off.
So the other thing, probably, yeah. So the thing is, though, I do understand and I empathize with the concern about just contributing to pedophilia culture, contributing to rape culture,
absolutely,
all of those things, because any piece of media that you create does put subconscious things into people's minds. It does contribute to the way that we culturally think about people and about sex and about all of these things. So I think I suggest a compromise. So something that I really, really like. Hey, Mike, welcome back. So something that I really, really would like to see normalized more is just showing the consent process like they do. Like I'm a huge, huge fan of kink.com.
Yes.
I love the way at the beginning of their scenes. And if people aren't familiar, most people who listen to this are probably familiar, but in case you're not familiar, the beginning of the scene in kink.com is an interview with, usually it's like some kind of really brutal rape scene or something. It's hardcore BDSM, pornography. And at the beginning of the scene, before it actually starts, the director or whoever, somebody off camera, will be interviewing usually like the woman getting gangbanged or whatever, and they'll go over what she is okay with, what she's not okay with. She'll talk about like, yes, I'm okay with being hit. I'm okay with being like forcibly fucked. I'm okay with being tied up. I'm okay with being blindfolded, gagged. Like these are all things I'm into and excited about, and I'm ready to get into some role play. And then they go into the scene. And I think that normalizing consent and normalizing the like the safety aspect of it is something that I would like to see a whole lot more of. And I think it would allow all of us to have more fun and to maybe that would help these kinds of things contribute less to rape culture and pedophilia culture and just be safer for everybody.
Absolutely. And I agree. When Netflix was just a baby and it started out, they actually had a documentary for kink. And it was,
I remember that.
Yeah, and it was great. And I don't know if it's still on there. If it is, everyone should watch it. It's a really good documentary. But it was great. It was one of the first times that I've ever seen the porn industry kind of shown in a light that was like, it was business. Like it showed the actors getting ready. It showed the scene being shot. It showed the edits. Like it showed what happens, the entire process from conception to end. And it really showed me like, holy shit, these are just people, like, this is more than just you trying to get off. This is someone's like livelihood.
Right.
And then
it's just another form of entertainment.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's, I mean, I've always been a huge fan of the porn industry. I am a huge sex worker positive person. I think if it's your body and it's your choice, absolutely. In a perfect world, I would be a madam and I would have a brothel, and that would be my dream. Just have a place where girls can feel okay with, gents showing them a lovely time. And I'm fine with that. That's my dream. But I agree. I wish I'm a huge lover of porn, and in no time am I okay with pedophilia. No one should ever touch an underage child ever, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean there
But
is
fantasy play between two or
Consenting
more
adults.
consenting adults.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
I mean, if that's the case, then the guys, what about the people who like pretending to be babies? I don't know the name of it. Baby play?
Yeah, infantilism.
In fact, that's, you see, way more scientific than baby play. I went baby play.
Same.
So baby play, and is that a form of pedophilia because they're pretending to be babies? Or they feel like they're in a baby?
I think that's a really good example of and I probably am not qualified to talk about this. This is more of a psychology thing. But
Absolutely.
most, from what I've read, most fetishes and kind of what we would call deviant sexual activity are a coping mechanism for some form of trauma. And I know that BDSM has helped me figure out who I am.
Oh, absolutely. And help
get through a lot of shit. And it's been really, really positive
absolutely.
in my life.
It's same here. Me getting through what I went through in my past and trying to find where my lines were with sex. I got through that because of porn, and that helped me figure out what's trauma, what's not, what you need to work on, what you need to keep to yourself locked in a closet far, far away. But it helped me get through all of that, and I couldn't have done that if porn wasn't there for me, to be honest. It was very therapeutic.
Porn was there for me when no one else
Porn was there for me when my dad wasn't, and all he wanted to do was touch me. I'm joking. That did not happen. Okay, so on that note, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, guys. Enjoy. We'll be right back, guys. Enjoy. Promise. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
We'll be back. Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Slings, Flings, and Dingalings. That was our little interlude break. And first and foremost, let's get to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. Take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item at 50% off. When you do, you'll get 10 free boredom-busting gifts, including 6 spicy movies, a 3-piece bonus kit, and best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. Just remember to use offer code SLINGS. That's SLINGS at checkout. Adam and Eve has thousands of products to make you glad you are staying at home. Sex toys make being at home so enjoyable. Hell, even shopping from home is more enjoyable when you are shopping sex toys. Go to adamandeve.com and use that offer code SLINGS to get 50% off just about any item plus 10 free gifts. Use code SLINGS at checkout. That's SLINGS. I am having
Spelling
a
is hard,
fucking
guys.
stroke right now.
SLWYV.
SLINGS at checkout, guys.
AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com. That should have been it.
I'm like they should have the .com like
They should.
prefix.
You should be able
Why
to
don't they?
Suffix, whatever.
I don't know. It's really
I
ridiculous.
bet it exists because I think like .porn and
.porn and .xxx,
.sex. Yeah.
What? Those are things?
That's the next one.
There's
Better
a
buy
dot
some
porn and
domains.
there's a what? A dot X?
Quickly.
Go to Google.com.
.sex.
What?
I think.
I did not know that.
.xxx.
So,
Yep.
since now that we're back, and I mean, not that I don't love a good hard topic, because that was a very good one, and I appreciate that, Rubes. Something funny, and not something funny, something a little more lighthearted. The producer, Nathaniel. Nathan. Sorry. I don't know why I do that.
I
She
swear to
loves
God.
calling him Nathaniel. That's not his name, guys.
That's not his name, and I don't know why I do it. It's
Nathan is not a short for Nathaniel.
It's not. It's a habit I have of giving.
It just
people
sounds more
nicknames.
formal. You know, sometimes you want to just use like a more formal
Well,
version of
when
someone's
for
name.
Me, when
Call
I
me Nathacus then.
Nathan.
You like to
Sounds
say
like
that
your
you're-
hip-hop
Bartholomew.
urban name.
Bartholomew. Oh
you
my
like to
God.
say Nathaniel when you're like reprimanding him.
Well, I also.
When the fuck does
I
Paige
also say-
reprimand
I
It's
also-
almost like your naughty name for him.
It's probably well, it kind of is because I use that as his
Exactly.
authoritative name. 'cause
Nathaniel.
He's
That's what I'm
Nathaniel when
saying.
when he's producing the show because he's like boss man. So he's Nathaniel. We're not on the same
And
level.
But
outside
also
of
when
this, you're
you're
like,
being-
hey, you piece of
I'm
shit.
like, hey, you fucking piece of turd.
When you're
listen to
being
me.
overtly sexual with him, you call him
Daddy.
Nathaniel as well. Well, and Daddy.
I don't mind being. You're right. I do call him Nathaniel when I'm being overtly sexual to him too.
Because
It's
you
'cause
like authoritative men.
I
So
do-
you're going to call him
First
his
of all,
authoritative name.
I love authoritative men. So someone exactly. So for me, fetish play is like, it's high up there. Like I enjoy it, but funny enough, I've never had fetish play. Well, hold on. I was gonna say that, and then I remembered.
Were you going to say in your own
in
life?
my personal life, but that's not true because I've had bits of play, but not the play that I actually enjoy, which is funny. I've been part of like blood play.
Right.
I've been a part of like vampire play. I've done all of that with partners. Wax play. I've done leather work, like BDSM, like fetish, like hitting stuff. I've done that, but that's not the stuff I really like. For me, the stuff that gets me off, like I'm like, let's do that. Cop and prisoner thing, love that. I love a force.
Is that why you like the prison room at Screamageddon
Oh,
so
yeah.
much?
Yes, bitch. Are you kidding me? Yes.
That is her fantasy come to life.
Which, by
I'm
the way,
surrounded
Ruby.
by fucking prisoners, and they're screaming in my face, and all I want to do is get fucked.
Okay, so speaking of like Halloween stuff.
Oh, that's why you come out so wet.
Yes.
Oh my God!
You thought
so
that was sweat?
I
bitch?
don't
That
think
was
they're gonna be.
smegma.
I don't think they're gonna be doing that this year. But did you guys see the announcement today for that Orlando-based drive-through scare
I did
exhibit?
because you
Yes.
sent it to me.
So
Yes.
Really?
And
We're
I'm
definitely
so
going to that.
excited.
Wait. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Rewind this. Rewind the tape. I don't know what sound effect that was, but that was fantastic.
That was perfect.
Whose sound effect was that? What was that? What was that? Was perfect.
That was a chair moving. That was great.
Yeah, it sounded like a butt with a
I was
trumpet in it.
scared for a second. I was
Anyway.
like, who brought a tuba?
So a sousaphone. So wait, is Screamageddon not happening?
Well, I don't know about Screamageddon.
We don't know.
Oh.
Sadly, Halloween Horror
Screamageddon
Nights.
hasn't been announced or not yet. Halloween Horror Nights made their big announcement on Friday that they're canceling this
Wah, wah.
year,
Oh.
which is like I think it's the right decision.
no, I get
But
it.
I
still,
also
fucking
that's my
shit.
favorite event of the year. It's
It's my Met Gala.
yeah.
Oh.
I had a whole actually it was going to be Kevin's first one too.
It
I
was
booked
going to
a
be
hotel.
our first
Oh.
one. We
Yep.
were finally
Yeah.
going to go this year, and then they're like,
you've
no,
been?
never mind.
Yeah.
So
But you know what? Next year is going to be twice as good. They
Gonna
have
be-
twice as long to plan it.
gonna
They
be lit.
have
Exactly.
the hype is going to be ridiculous. So like next year is going to be fucking incredible. I think I might still do a Universal trip that weekend with Kevin, and because we already have the hotel booked, so we might as well.
Sure.
And then quarantine after. But yeah,
No, I saw it online today. It's a drive-through like haunt thing where you stay in your car and they just
Okay.
fuck with the outside of your car, which is kind of interesting. Now, the exact same
But it's
criticism.
like pitch black around.
Well, I'll say
here.
criticism. The exact same thing I thought. I messaged Taryn about it. The exact same like issue I thought they were gonna have with it. I saw like 400 times on like the chat rooms
are they
and
gonna
stuff.
touch my car?
No, not that. It's
No.
if you get startled, are you
You
gonna
run
slam the
over
gas?
somebody.
Oh, jeez.
Which is a legit
you know,
thing.
it would be really
Oh.
cool if they could put you how they
Like a
do
car
if you're,
wash.
like in a car wash. Sometimes
Yes, it
you
just
just like put
latches
your
and
parking
moves for
brake
you.
on, and
What I
it
thought they
moves
would
you
do,
through.
the first thing that I thought is they're going to have stop points. Put your car in park, roll down your windows, or like whatever at certain areas.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting concept.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
interesting.
I mean, I'm fine still doing like. I hope Screamageddon doesn't cancel because I would wear a mask and just. I'll cover
Same.
myself in saran wrap.
Well, I was just at
I
Tree
just-
Hoppers recently, and they had a coming soon sign
I
for
fucking hope,
Screamageddon.
'cause
So I
I live-
think it's still happening,
I
but
live
it's
for that
still
shit every
early.
year.
Well, For Horror Nights, they were actively building the houses. They had closed down the Fear Factor stage with a sign up that says that they're prepping for the Academy of Villains show. Like, I don't want to deep dive into that because this is not a theme park podcast, but like there were a lot of reasons to believe that Halloween Horror Nights was still happening. When they announced it, like even my friends who worked there, who worked like deeply
shocked.
and closely with Horror Nights specifically, were completely shocked. They had no idea.
That is shocking. I thought they were totally, because the park is open. I just figured they would still go through,
or like augment it in some way that they could.
Yeah,
still do
they
it.
shot a commercial a few weeks ago. Like they were fully planning to do it. They were moving forward up until Friday when they announced that they were canceling.
I wonder what changed their minds.
I think it had to have been just a strategy of, until we're sure, let's proceed as if business as usual. I think that's kind of a typical business thing. Like, in case we can do it, let's not lose any time planning. But hopefully all of that hard work can carry over into next year. Hopefully all the contracts stay active for next year.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it's a guaranteed business.
They did open up the tribute store today, so that's something.
Maybe they need a little bit more time to see how the regular park opening is working out before.
What's a tribute store?
No idea.
So for Halloween Horror Nights, they have a special gift shop that's specifically for Halloween Horror Nights. They do one for Mardi Gras too, and it's not just a gift shop though. It's like a really highly themed walkthrough experience.
Okay.
Like they have multiple rooms, and each room is themed.
It's near where the mummy is, right? I think.
Yeah, it's near the mummy. It's kind of like behind the Jimmy Fallon thing in the New York area, or in the Hollywood area rather, and yeah, it's like a very, very highly themed like walkthrough thing. It's decorated really well. They pump in all the Halloween Horror Nights smells and sounds and everything, so it's like an immersive theatrical kind of experience. So at least that's there. I'm gonna go up there sometime before the end of October, at least just to see the tribute store. Nice. But I'm hoping we get all the same themes next year.
I will say, Taryn and I, we are being responsible as much as we possibly can during the quarantine. However, she and I, being big theme park buffs and travel buffs altogether, we couldn't not go to things. And we've been wearing masks. We've been incredibly safe the entire time. And I will tell you, just going off on the side tangent here, the theme parks, I feel better at the theme parks than I do at fucking 7-Eleven. Like, to be completely honest
That's exactly... Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying.
We went to Disney on Sunday, and I was thinking Disney was going to be a shit show because I had seen so many people make their petty ass Facebook posts. Oh, dude, look at these photos of everybody stacked on top of each other. They were okay. They probably took a photo of a party that was supposed to be together, and they probably took it at a bad angle. When we were there, I kept telling Taryn, "This is my favorite time we've ever been." Because the crowds were so sparse.
I was not hit by a stroller not once.
No, I didn't. I didn't
that a
want
normal
to.
occurrence for you?
Yes.
That's a victory.
You get run over by strollers.
I've never been hit by
all the time.
I've been hit by more
And
dicks
in
at a
line-
theme park than a stroller.
I'm
You don't go to
sure that
Disney.
you all have probably experienced this too, but I have never been to a theme park and not had someone touch my ass. Not because they were trying to, but just because they were standing in line behind me and standing too fucking close.
I'm sorry, Ruby. It was
people
just
stand
right there.
way
I had
too
to touch
close
it.
for comfort.
I mean, I do kind of have to be conscious. I have a big fucking ass. I do have to kind of be conscious of like, are they touching my ass, or like, is my ass touching them? But,
Well, I was, we were looking out. We were being very,
Excuse
very.
you, ma'am.
I
Could
literally
you
want to
please
get
get
you
your
a
ass
pair.
out of my
I
hand
want to get you a
space?
pair of jeans that says, "If my ass touch you, I'm sorry. If you touch my ass, that'll be $20."
I like that. I'll take that.
but yeah, like I've been
Love it.
following. I'm a big theme park person too, and I've been paying really, really close attention to everything. And I've been saying for the last couple of months that like I honestly think if you're going to go and do an activity and you want to feel kind of normal right now, going to a theme park is probably one of the safer options.
Yeah.
Like I don't go to Publix. I haven't been to Publix in months. I would give Universal a chance.
Yeah.
Also, just because it's, a big spread out outdoor space, I feel pretty confident that I would be kind of able to, if I did see a bunch of people congregated, I could avoid that area and come back later.
Yeah.
You can kind of control your space. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing anything indoors. I probably would just stick to like outdoor rides for now, but it would depend on the crowd levels. I wouldn't know until I was there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we looked at. Like, for example, Haunted Mansion. Some of the queue is outside, some of it is inside. Well, they shut off all of the pre-shows. So you weren't standing congregated watching anything. You literally walked in and you fucking shuttle ran to wherever your entrance was. We rode everything we normally ride. The only thing we didn't get was Splash Mountain at Disney. But we rode we even rode Space Mountain, which fucking my least favorite ride of all time.
Why? Space Mountain is a tits.
It was a 10-minute wait. What?
It's a tits.
I hate it. That ride makes me feel like I'm gonna die. So, okay, funny story about that. Nothing to do with sex, but Taryn and I
don't like how rickety it is.
Yes.
That's what I love about it,
but,
because that's the one ride I feel like I might actually die on this, and I like that.
So picture Taryn and I. We go in. We both have our Haunted Mansion masks on. We have our sunglasses. We have hats. We have.
Well, I was decked out in full Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, you were full Haunted Mansion across the board. And we both are pin collectors. So we have those fucking pin lanyards that have a million pins on them.
You are the gayest bitch ever.
I know.
I know. We've
so
spent so much money on bullshit.
I cannot tell you how much money we've spent on this shit. But anyway, so Taryn talks me into Space Mountain, so I huff and puff my entire way there, mostly because it's up an incline.
10 fucking minutes.
It's up an incline. That's why I was huffing and puffing. But no, so we get to our seats, and I got to sit in the very back of the rocket. So I'm just sitting in the seat, just laying
like
back.
He's getting a BJ back there.
Oh yeah, because I forgot you have to sit with like your legs, like you're in a kayak.
Yeah, so
sit with like
we
your
sit
legs
in the
around the
fucking
person
thing,
in front of you.
and it takes off. That thing fucking hauls.
Yeah.
But no, we're sitting there, and I have my sunglasses on, my regular glasses on, my mask on, my pins on, my phone I put in a different pocket, and all of a sudden we're riding, and I feel my lanyard break apart.
Because
now, mind
it's
you,
held together with Velcro.
It's held together with Velcro. So mind you, that's like $95 worth of pins on me.
Yeah, those are expensive.
And all I hear behind me is my fucking pins. Over and over again, and I was.
She was
dead.
hyperventilating. They did not.
I couldn't breathe.
I held on to them for dear life. I didn't lose any of them, thank God. But I just was screaming, "My fucking pins!
My fucking pins!
My fucking pins!"
It was so great.
It was terrifying. I hated it.
I have heard you try to fuck a guy. I've heard you suck dick. I've heard you talk about guys blowing you. That is single-handedly the gayest story you have ever. I am thinking of cutting my dick off and getting a vagina, and that is still the gayest thing I have ever fucking heard in my life.
My pins. No, I did, however, after we were done with the ride, I did buy probably the gayest.
This woman still fucks you after that.
Yep.
I got two women in the room who fuck me.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
No,
exactly.
I was gonna say, and right after we rode that, we bought probably the gayest.
We bought all the Disney Pride shirts.
All the
like
Pride
all
stuff
of
that they had.
I brought a crop top. You'd be so proud. I bought a Disney gay pride crop top. It's dirty. It's in the dirty clothes.
Taryn
and I are in a Disney concert next week.
You know.
Yes.
And
can we talk for a second about like the insane degree of correlation there seems to be between theme park people and like people who are poly or in some ways sexually deviant?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or just queer in general.
Like when we walk around, Taryn and I, for the longest time, every time we've been to theme parks, we always do the booby look. Like, we look around, we're like, look at those tits.
Oh, no. I saw a woman who literally, I was like, bitch, you can't be hogging all the ass like that.
Oh, okay. So Taryn, being the loudest motherfucker on this planet.
That you could literally set a cup on and it would not move.
You want to know when Taryn told me this? As we were walking by the woman.
Yeah.
Full voice.
Yeah. She knows.
I'm like, Mama, you can't be hogging all the ass.
Yeah.
Charity Bear and I, we always point out the stroller meat.
Yes, good girl. Love me stroller meat. Like I do it all day. I look all day, and my eyes are like, motherfucker, that dick.
We do
the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Do the shorts, bitch. Come at me.
Exactly.
Like we will see.
Real hot.
And I think Taryn probably thought because she had the mask on that it was being muffled, but every fucking thing you said was twice as loud
because I was
normally
yelling it through the mask. Yeah, you're right.
If we pass by, we are incredibly judgy fucks. For example, Paige and I had a fucking back and forth on a Tinder profile.
Bitch, that whore's eyebrows. We went in on her.
I took a screenshot
so bad
of this girl's Tinder profile,
so
and she had like, you know,
she
when
had
you go on your Wii,
eyebrows,
you know when you go on your Wii and you can
way.
choose how big the eyebrows are for your Wii character. This girl looked like she
bitch
took
went 20x.
20.
She went full electromagnetic spectrum with her. They were huge. They were 3 inches wide.
Your joke was her transition into Groucho Marx is going well. But anyway, no, so Taryn and I are also judgy fucks when we're at the theme parks. And if we both see somebody who we're like, oh, God, you'll hear one of us go, well, that's a choice.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's a choice.
That's a choice. Strong choice.
It's a hell of a choice.
I mean, people are probably looking at us going, "Look at those fuckers." But
If I'm with friends, I would look at them and go, "Strong. That's a choice." And then I would like to make it really known. I go, "Bold choice." Just
Okay.
Dead face.
I don't know if
walk
we ever
right
talked
up
about
to
this on the show. You know, Paige got into Epcot with a switchblade once.
First of all, I'll get into anywhere with a blade. Try to get me. First of all, I carry a blade all the time.
Paige befriended the security guard, walked right through with a fucking switchblade.
Come at me. I've gone on an airplane fully with a knife, with a blade.
Listen,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
charm
Like
your way
that.
through anything.
Yeah, girl, I love
Just
a blade.
be
Come try
charming
it.
and funny, and people will let you get away with
Not only
literally anything.
did I go to a plane, I got fully groped at the 3D body scanner while a guy tried to figure out if what the hell my Prince Albert was.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
what is
God,
smuggling
oh
in his
God,
dick?
I have a story.
Yes, girl, then let it out, mama. Let them know.
Yeah.
Teach the children.
Oh my God, last time I flew, when I was flying to, I think to New Orleans, or actually back from it doesn't fucking matter. I was flying somewhere, and I went through the that thing where you have to put your arms up and it spins around you, the X-ray machine.
Yep.
Yeah, and I walked through and I saw on the monitor there was like a little dot on my crotch, and I knew it was my hood piercing, and I the TSA agent stopped me and pulled me to the side and was like, "Is it okay if I pat you down?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And then as she was about to do it, I kind of glanced over at the monitor, I saw the dot, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's my piercing." And she was like, "You have a piercing?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "In your buttocks?" And I was like,
Yes, ma'am, in my ass.
I was like, "No," I thought she was joking, and I was like, "No, not there."
You got a piercing in your ass.
The other
I
side.
really thought she was
my
joking, and
God.
she was not laughing.
No.
But I also kind of think she was probably having a day and fucking with me a little bit, which is fine.
Maybe.
Whatever makes your job easier. And
Hey,
she
girl,
just
what you
kind of
got in your
patted me
ass?
down and sent me on my way. You know,
Nope.
I
same-
always
thing
wear
happens.
I always wear leggings and a tight tank top to the airport, so that it's very obvious that there's nothing hidden anywhere
Concealing.
to make it
Right.
easier for them. I kind of feel like I'm trying to make their job easier.
Yeah.
I
So,
think that time when we went to Epcot, Paige, I think I even asked you, no, we went on our cruise and we were going through the scanners and I'm like, is your dick gonna go off?
Yes.
Is your dick gonna go
Yeah,
off?
my dick won't set off a metal detector, but if I get 3D body scanned, it's going to show.
And I remember
And
you.
so what happened was the guy, he pulled me aside and he's patting me. And the guy, so the way that airport was set up is you have the TSA agents at the detector, but you have someone looking at the screens across the room. And they're looking at each other and they're on radio. And the guy goes, pat him down. And he pats me. He's like, and he goes in his thing. He's like, there's nothing there. The guy goes, it's by his thigh. And the guy looks at me. He goes, what's near your thigh? And I said, I don't have anything. He goes, it's circular. I'm like, oh, that's my dick piercing. And he goes, what did you say? I'm like, it's my dick piercing. The head of my dick is pierced. He's like, why?
I'm surprised they don't encounter this more often.
I'm
I am
like,
too.
I'm sure they
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
It says probably in
I
the TSA
have to
handbook, make
think
a
that
huge
there's
deal out
just-
of this.
It was,
there's got to be
Yeah.
a large degree of them just fucking with
that's what
this
I
to
thought.
entertain
They have to be.
themselves.
but even
They
in the
have
You
amount-
have a what?
But even in my world, I've been with a lot of dicks, and even in my world of dicks, I've only been with one other pierced person.
Oh my God.
Like,
My world of dicks. That
Oh, you
needs
know
to be
what?
your
I've only
autobiography.
ever been with one guy with the dick piercing too. Now that
Yeah.
you mention it.
yeah, in my world of dicks, and there's been a lot of dicks.
That
This-
is a
this
great
pussy's Ellis
autobiography.
Island. Give me you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry, you're weak, you're fat. I want it all. But yeah, no, it's only been one other pierced person, and that's all I've ever had. I've never had another one. But so he goes, what? So he goes at his mic and he goes, it's his dick. Like straight
Very
up, not even
nonchalant.
like it's his
Okay,
penis.
now
Not
I
even
know,
it's
yeah,
his
this
penis.
is
No,
fucking-
it's his dick. And the guy across the room, not on the radio. What? He goes, it's his dick. He goes, let him go.
Oh God.
He's in enough pain as it is.
Okay, that was the weirdest family reunion I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it was fan-fucking-tastic. I cried about
Did
it
you,
like loud.
did you at least show it to him?
No.
Aw.
Well,
Question. Did you come?
no. What happened? What happened was I was getting hard because he kept rubbing. He kept rubbing me,
Exactly. Did you
and I'm
come?
like,
It's like you have to finish what you started.
and
Okay.
so I'm getting harder and harder, and I'm like, oh God, can you please just let me go?
Does TSA stand for those sexy ass?
That sexy
That-
ass.
That
those.
sexy ass. No, but yeah, that was my body scan. That was
way
fun.
more exciting.
I
than
don't even
anything
know
I've
what.
been through.
How did we get from fucking theme parks to getting body scan?
Because you get
and-
checked
Yeah.
at theme parks because I
That's
walk
fair.
in with
Because
blades.
we were talking about the security at theme parks
Yeah.
and getting through the
Yeah,
TSA.
I don't know how I managed to always get through with a blade, but I always...
Because you are funny and people are like, oh, this guy's
Because-
funny.
okay,
he
'cause
can't
like-
possibly be up to no good.
Yeah, Paige walks through in a fucking rainbow. Lucas and I got pulled over.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
because you
pulled
guys
over.
look shady as fuck.
Yeah, you both look like you have AK-47s and
Oh,
you
yeah.
might have a swastika maybe somewhere tattooed on you, both of you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Lucas's beard screams KKK leader.
Lucas's beard screams
For real.
KKK/Amish butter churning.
Also, he might be the leader of the Keebler, else he's making cookies as we speak.
The leader.
Yeah, I don't know the head
Holy
guy.
shit.
So no, I liked the point that Ruby made about the fact that a lot of queer-ish, poly-ish style people happen to fall under the Disney theme park lovers,
Yeah.
theater people,
Yeah.
and
well,
Uh-huh.
like
But-
and burlesque entertainment people.
yeah, but I think that
And
those are really
Ren
open
Fair
groups.
too.
You know, it's
Like
funny.
the Ren Fair and
Oh, yeah.
BDSM
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Ren
yeah.
Fair,
Venn
too.
diagram is like almost a circle.
Anything having to do with artistry and entertainment.
Yeah, like Taryn and I make the joke all the time because we're watching performers on stage in certain shows. Like we'll be sitting down watching Finding Nemo the musical, and Taryn's like, they're probably fucking right. Like,
Yeah.
they're probably
Oh, yeah.
fucking
They're all
Oh,
fucking
fully.
each other.
Like,
You
they're
can always
fucking-
tell too because
Crush
it's
is
always,
totally fucking
it's always
Dory.
like during a transition dance sequence, they always like look at each other side eye and they're like, "I fucked you yesterday." It's like it wasn't all that good, bitch. Like I hear the whole conversation. I
You
can
can
read
hear
I
their
can read the
thoughts.
whole
But
conversation.
Yep.
because I think that type of person who gets into this business
Yeah.
is most of the time a bit more open-minded.
Well,
and it's
yeah, of
interesting. I'm
course.
seeing a lot of people in the burlesque community and in the theater community that are kind of around this time right now being outed for not being, I guess, what the rest of us are. Like I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of people, like surprising amounts of people in both industries coming out and being against the BLM movement. I've seen people, random Trump supporting theater friends that I did not know fucking existed. Like it's interesting to see, but those are like the black
do
sheep.
those
it
two
seems.
things exist?
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
Are
strange.
you
Yeah.
able to be a Trump supporter and a theater person at the
Yeah.
same time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen the same.
What a
I've seen the same.
I will
Facebook
tell you, though-
profile. I'm like, bitch, where?
I will tell you though,
That's a thing. Bye.
almost every Trump supporting theater person that I know is garbage at theater. Like I will tell you, they're some of the worst
No,
fucking
no
performers.
accounting for good taste, I guess.
Yeah, they're
No.
the
Clearly.
ones
Think
doing
about
shows
all
at
of, like,
libraries.
the famous celebrities who have come out as Trump supporters. Like most of them just fucking suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, no accounting for good
The
taste.
ones that have no career to protect.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, and the ones who just
Exactly.
like aren't like that cool or interesting to watch in any way.
And if we
Like,
lost our Trump supporting listeners because of this,
That's fine.
that's fine.
That's
we don't need
totally
you. We're
fine.
good.
I promise you, totally fine.
But no, like
I have
really,
for the Trump supporting listeners, I have a question for you. Why?
why?
Why are you listening?
Uh-huh.
I'm curious. I'm just curious to know.
You
why.
guys actually,
That's all.
why? Fucking hate you. You guys actually might have a better grip on this than I know.
That's what she
does
said.
Universal Studios have like a gay days like Orlando, like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. Universal has gay days.
Well,
Every day of the
Universal does like the entire month of Pride. They have like a shit ton of Pride merch and stuff.
What?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
Taryn
there's
and I
like,
bought
like
some.
a specific day like there is at Disney.
Have
Yeah,
you-
they have a shirt
I
right
just-
now that's "Love is Universal" and it's all rainbow.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? How did I not know this?
I got a
Because
tank
bitch, you
top.
don't go often enough.
I love Universal. Out of all the theme parks, Universal is my
with
favorite.
Universal. I mean, there isn't anything that's specific to it. I think they're just more. I think they want to be more welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
feel
I'm
like
not looking
Universal
for a
doesn't really
specific
need a
gay.
gay
I
day
just want
because
gay merch
Universal-
from Universal.
Oh, we'll get you some
Universal
next time
has
we're
a
there.
fuck ton of gay merch.
yeah, that's all I really want.
Right.
I didn't care if it actually had a day. I just want gay merch.
I,
Do
and
you
I will
still have
say
your
too.
pass?
No, but I mean,
You get them again. It's $37 a month.
Fucking
No,
go.
but what I find interesting though is about
Well-
that merch. You would typically think that merch would be kind of like tucked in the back by like the Dr.
Oh,
Seuss
no.
shit. It's
No.
like the first
it's
fucking
right
thing
out
you
in the
see.
front.
No, I
Oh,
want it in
yeah.
the front. I want it next to the what's his name?
Yeah.
Bam. What's his name?
Emerald?
Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald?
Emerald Lagasse's got a restaurant there.
No, it's gone.
You know what? I want my merch where it really counts. I want it at Cinnabon. Get me gay merch.
I will say,
You
Taryn,
get me gay merch at Cinnabon
Taryn and
right
I
fucking
went.
now.
We walked around and we were gonna try to do the voodoo donut thing. The line
yeah.
was like 4 hours long, so we decided.
Yeah, you gotta catch it at an odd time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was right after dinner time. It was too
Yeah,
crazy.
it was bad. No, Emerald's restaurant's gone.
Oh, well, that's not surprising. The food's
Yeah,
not great.
it's called. There's a new place there now called Big Fire
Yep,
Grill. It's
Taryn and I
nice.
ate there.
It's nice. I like it. I like the potatoes, the little like the side
Yes.
potatoes. They're so
I
fucking
got
good.
the little potatoes that are like almost little full midget potato. Yes. Anyway.
Midget
Woo,
Oh my
potato
god, they're
talk.
amazing.
That's our next show, Spoon and Fork.
Nothing.
Nathan's getting
All right,
hard
no
talking
more,
about
no
potatoes.
more slings flings. This podcast is
It's
being rebranded.
got off the
It is
rails.
now Potato Talk.
We're
Potato
calling this
talk.
mashed
Potato
potatoes and,
talk.
and gravy.
It's carb hour.
Yeah. Oh,
But
no.
for the record, Cinnabon making gay merch with just their icing. It writes
Come at me,
itself.
Mama.
The merchandise
Wow.
writes itself.
It
It
really
really does.
does. It really does.
Why?
God.
Why am I not? Why don't I have my own marketing
Hey,
company?
Cinnabon, listen.
Because you don't apply yourself to anything.
That is just sucking dick, just sucking dick and eating ass.
You
So
I
are-
will say, I think
You are
Slings.
strictly an ideas gal.
I am. Just come with me. Ask me, what do you think of this, and I'll give you the idea.
You
but that's
need
all you're
people
getting
to
out of me.
come in and actually like do the
Me,
like follow
goddammit.
through with
Yeah,
the
me.
ideas.
It's
that you
been
have.
me for the last
Yeah,
fucking 10 years.
Nathan Darty Entertainment is that.
This is true.
I've
Yeah.
literally been doing this
He
shit
does
for
it
you.
for me. I'm just the voice. I'm just the face.
You're just the talking head and the gravel mouth monster that does all
You're
the shows for
welcome.
me.
Actually, fun
That's
fact:
the name of your autobiography.
Gravel Mouse Monster.
Yes.
That's actually my new Twitter handle.
Can you say that 3 times?
Gravel Mouth Monster? No, I can't.
I was
put
gonna say
a-
you can even say it once at
Yeah,
regular
I
speed.
put an F on mouth because I don't know how to say mouth properly.
That's-
How's
that's
mouth
fine.
supposed to be said?
Mouth.
Mouth.
That sounds
Say
terrible.
it. Mouth.
Mouth.
Meows.
Mouth.
Mouth.
You're saying like mouth.
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 You say it like the
Thinking
guy.
about
You
it.
say
That's
it
how
like.
Scaredy Bear says it too. He says mouth.
You
He does
see-
say
Bitch.
mouth.
You see, me and Scaredy
He
Bear got
uses-
a,
he
me and
puts the
Scaredy Bear
F
got a
at
lot
the
in
end.
common.
Yeah, you should meet Scaredy Bear.
Yeah.
Me and Scaredy Bear need to see each other. I mean, I don't have titties
Yeah,
yet.
you
He
you,
can
d-
get down
you
on
need to
this.
meet.
This is
We
fine.
should
Have a
do
lot of
Absolutely, yeah.
when the world opens up again. We are going to do a live venue stream of the
Ooh,
show.
A venue.
Yeah,
Will
we're-
there be a
We're
slip and
gonna
slide?
have an
It'll probably be
it's
a
gonna be
strip
at a
club.
Hooters, and we're gonna have an all-you-can-eat wings event.
Will there be a slip and slide?
Yeah.
There will be a
Spunk
full
Lube?
of spunk lube.
Perfect. That's
Have
that's
we ever
what I want.
actually conceived that idea? Like, I know we talked about my backyard. Well, you have a backyard. We have backyard.
No, your backyard's better. No, because your backyard.
This thought
No, Paige, your backyard actually has. No, Paige, your backyard actually has that little studio room that I could put like computers and shit in.
Oh,
and I could,
the
yeah,
Jack
the shed.
Shack. The
Yeah,
Jack Shack.
The Jack Shack. I'll go in there and we'll get it going.
Jack Shack.
We've always talked about doing spunk lube wrestling.
I'm sorry, Taryn. If you're not seeing this on the TV, Taryn is fucking dead right now.
My backyard. Your backyard. We have backyards.
That's what I'm going to title the episode. Oh, here we go.
Can I take that dog? Can I take that dog? Can I take that dog?
I hate you.
Breathe,
don't make me-
Taryn,
No, don't
breathe.
make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. I'm on estrogen. I have to pee. Oh my god, I have to pee so bad.
She's gonna be on our couch.
Oh my god, no, don't. Oh my god, it's coming.
Breathe, Paige, breathe.
Fucking pee on my couch. I will fucking
If you pee
murder
on our
you.
fucking couch.
It's fine. Stella does it all the time.
It hurts so bad. It hurts, guys. Stop it. Oh, that's it. We lost the viewership.
What
All
the
right.
fuck were we talking about?
No, so you're talking about we've always talked about doing spunk lube like
Slip and slide.
slip and slide, and then
No, we did the
squirt guns.
No, well, squirt guns, yes. But
squirt
I'm
guns is
talking
hilarious.
about when we had the bottles and you were aiming. We colored
ass practice.
targets on
Yeah.
our butts.
That's what we did with the murderer and her
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Yes, we
Fucking
did.
shit.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, ex.
Her dead ex-boyfriend.
No, not the. No, that's
Oh,
the
no,
one
it
that
wasn't
she
the one she
murdered.
murdered. Yeah,
The
no.
first boyfriend that tried to
First
murder
boyfriend.
her.
Yeah, the first
Yes.
boyfriend. Yeah.
That one.
We shot it at each other's holes.
Legit.
and
yeah.
you got her right in the stink eye.
I did.
I remember
I
that.
did. I listen. I don't know how to speak English. I got
You know what I want to
amazing
do? I want to
self-perception.
fill one of those.
Amazing aim.
No, I want to fill one of those air zookas with spunk
Spunk
lube.
lube?
Have you ever seen those before? They
Oh.
just
Yeah.
blow a big thing of
Oh
air.
my god. Well, would it work
It-
with
probably
a-
not.
with liquid? I
Yeah,
yeah,
probably
I don't think
not.
it would
It'll
work,
just
babe.
blow a big spunk bubble right at you. It'll be great.
Oh.
No, but I do
It
want to
would
do a
probably
slip and
just
slide.
like drizzle out, like you know how some guys
Oh.
come and it doesn't really shoot; it kind of just like
Oh,
It'll
drizzles
just
out.
bleh.
That's me.
I know what I want to do.
What?
That's me.
I want to do a slip and slide, but I want to put like literally like a bowling alley pin setup of like spunk lube bottles,
Sure.
and then have us slide into them.
Okay.
Perfect.
Could be either the little ones, or do we dare try to slide into the gallons?
Some will be full of spunk lube, others will be full of lead, and we'll find out which
Jesus.
one's.
You get to find out the hard way which one is which.
I'm here for
Okay,
it.
we should do our Spunkapalooza again if Jeff is a sponsor at some point again.
Perfect.
So, but if not, we'll just
Yes,
do
let's
our
do
own.
Cam Jam.
We need to do
We
a live
want
show.
Spankapalooza.
Spankapalooza. There we go.
Remember?
And we'll
That's
get
what it
some.
started
We'll get
as.
some folks to come back when the world opens back up. So wear your masks, folks, so we can do this again. And we'll do.
I just checked the YouTube, and my friend Lasagna Beers is here in the chat. She is one of my favorite people. Hi.
Nice.
Love you.
Hey, girl.
People are watching our fucking
Hey.
thing. Our
Yeah.
fucking
Thank you
show.
for watching this thing we created. This
Yeah,
fucking
this-
Lasagna.
Frankenstein monster.
I don't know if you. I won't say. I don't think. I won't say your real name.
I
sent
thought
you a
her real
present,
name
and I
was
think it got there.
I was
I sent you a
confused.
present. Let me know if you got it. I think it should be there today. I think you'll like it.
She just texted me. She got it. No, I'm joking. I don't know her.
I don't
I
ever
don't-
remember.
That would have been hilarious. I'm like, oh, you know the same girl? Yes. I don't know her as lasagna. I know her as asparagus.
Okay, so I have a
She's
quick
great.
question for you. We were talking about theme parks earlier. Has anybody ever opened up a very risky text message with a photo or a Snapchat that was super graphic while you were standing in line for?
Girl,
All
opened
the
the-
fucking
that's
time.
happened.
Okay, first of all, no one's gonna win this
You
for
know,
me.
that's why
no.
I have a privacy screen on this
No,
thing.
no one's gonna win this. I opened up a dick pic by a guy named Jesus inside of a Greek Orthodox church doing a wedding.
No.
Come at me. No story's gonna beat that. His dick
Wow.
coming. His name was Jesus, and I was in a Greek Orthodox
Jesus
church.
came.
Yeah, he came, and then I went and sucked him the shit off. It was
He is
beautiful.
risen,
He had
indeed.
he had a great dick, no neck.
All right. Well, that's
That happened quite a few times.
memorable.
That happened quite a few times with our old partners.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with my old partner, and we would be out in public, and I'd be like, "Oop!" And eventually, we had to have a new rule of if you're out in public, don't open the snap until you are somewhere that you can, be alone, or send a message with it that said, "Hey, this one is dirty. Don't open it in public."
well, you were probably one of 300 people he was sending it to at the time. So
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure
there
that's
it
true,
is.
but that's
How's
neither
that-
here nor there.
Hey,
that many people wanted to see
how
that
was
small of a
tea?
dick.
How was that tea that he just spilled?
I knew that.
She's like, girl, it was soda. I already knew it.
Yeah, I already knew.
It was
But
decaffeinated.
and I also, I
It was
think I
Diet
did that
Coke.
once recently when we were out and about. I don't remember where we were, but I opened a snap from my current partner and her husband fucking, and I was like, "Oh,
Yes.
I shouldn't have opened that."
Oh,
just
I remember
now."
where that was. We were at dinner, I think, somewhere, and you opened it up.
I was like, "Oops,
I
Yep.
my
constant-
bad."
My phone is constantly either a dick's gonna pop up or I just finished jerking off, so the porn's still on there. It never fails. I gave my phone to my boss like a week after starting job, and she swiped on a dick. Unfortunately, it never fails.
Was it?
Oh
unfortunate?
no!
And it was my dick. It was unfortunate because it was my dick.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
well,
It
there
wasn't
you go.
anyone else's dick.
I will tell you, one of the things I have to do at my office is I give presentations a lot on like screen mirroring,
Fuck you.
and I'm waiting for like
That's gonna happen.
a risky
for it.
message to
Oh,
pop
it's
up.
gonna happen easily for you. That's gonna happen, bitch.
It's gonna be you going. Let me
It's gonna
see
be-
that dick.
I'm gonna be
Can
like,
I pet that dick?
Stop it! Can I pet that dog?
Can I see that cock?
But I have your cock. I have your dick, and I have you fucking a fleshlight.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do.
Yeah.
The
What
greatest things.
haven't you sent her?
Wow.
And,
there's a
I've
lot.
seen his butthole.
Okay,
That
so
one I knew about.
you want to know an interesting thing when it comes to technology? So last night, Taryn and I had that 12 minutes of sex. That because it went
Wow,
so
you
fucking
sound
quick.
angry about it.
No, I wasn't.
We was it 13?
But
Wow.
no,
Calm down.
when we did it, we were watching porn, and then
Yeah.
I came inside of her, of course, and
Good.
she goes,
Well,
"Take
you're like, I'm gonna come real quick this time, and I'm like, fucking do it.
do it." But anyway, so after I
Finish
was done, after I was done, she's like, "Take a picture." But I forgot that the
You never
cam-
said that to me.
Oh, sorry, I will. I forgot that the camera was still on screen mirroring on the TV.
So I got to see it dripping out.
So
of
she got to
me.
watch it like in action,
It's awesome.
live in HD.
That's cool.
I twerked for myself. It was beautiful.
Yeah, she worked for the camera. So
She's working for herself.
I just thought it was funny just laying in our bed watching her own ass bounce.
Watching your cum drip out of her ass on your screen. If that's not being an adult, I don't
Yeah.
know
If that's
what
not
is.
love,
That's the key to a
I don't
good
know.
marriage
Yeah.
right there.
Right
Seriously.
there. I'm here for it.
What were we talking about?
he got distracted.
Well, we are 5 minutes away from the end of the show.
No, because
Yeah.
I remember this. You were asking, no, exactly what you were talking about.
Oh yeah, risky.
Risky photos and shit being opened in weird places.
Yeah, I've gotten some nudes sent to me by other people backstage at a show. Like,
Oh.
because I'm one of those assholes that like 2 minutes before
Has
my
your
entrance,
phone on
I have my
you
phone.
when you're on.
Yeah.
I want everybody to
stage.
eat my ass. I will do whatever I
You
want
piece
backstage
of
for those
shit.
shows. I run that bitch. But anyway, so I'll have my phone out just looking at stuff
I don't
backstage.
know if that
With the
decision came out the way you meant it though, because you asked for everyone to eat your ass.
That's what she wants.
That's what you want.
No, with the exception of it should have been you. You should not have your phone on you.
Oh, I
on
had my phone on
stage.
me during Into the Woods. It would be in my fucking knapsack in my costume,
You're a dick.
vibrating
You
while
are
I'm on
nice.
stage.
Oh,
You're a
God.
fucking
But no, I would be like
nightmare.
off stage. Now, me and typically a couple other people will be back there, and I got a risky message from a girl that is not Taryn, and there were people around that did not know
Yes.
about our relationship
Situation.
style. That reminds me of a story, actually, a quick one. When we were doing Sweeney Todd, but like fucking, how many years ago is that? Like
Forever
5 or
ago.
6? Actually, no, it was about 5 years because that's when we opened our relationship. It was right around that time, right a little bit before
I
that
feel
time.
like that was 2016.
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're standing in after the shows back in pre-COVID days. You would stand out in the lobby in your costume and you'd shake hands with all the
Jerk
gross
people off.
fuckers that walk by. Well, we were standing there, and I was standing near some of my castmates. And Taryn was in the show, but she was on the other side of the lobby doing handshaking. And some girl walks up to me and goes, "Oh my God, I matched with you on Tinder."
Ha!
Dead.
Now, mind you, this was really early in our relationship thing. So with the exception of probably Paige, no one knew.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I was the gatekeeper.
the guy standing next to me played my counterpart, the judge in the show, and he looked at me like, "I'm sorry."
Come again.
And I went, "Oh, she probably thought I was somebody else. Who the fuck could else I be?"
Yeah, nobody mistakes you for anybody.
Yeah, I'm not fucking different looking. Like
I
I'm
don't
not
know
just gonna fade into a crowd.
No, if I had to say you look like anyone else, the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz, dead ringer. Dead ringer.
Oh, geez.
Dead ringer.
I was king of the world. Yeah,
Yes.
that's me for
Yep,
sure.
nailed
Or,
it.
well, I always think Adam Conover.
Yes.
I can see that
Bitch.
too.
I
Yes,
do
Ruby,
ruin
Ruby
everything.
for the win. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually do my hair like him. So when I ask for the
When your
short on the
hair's
sides,
longer, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
the big.
Honestly,
bouffant.
you could go to a con and just like wear a suit with a little pocket square and the glasses.
There's
and,
no fucking- no
just
one will
walk
tell the
around with
difference.
like
Totally.
walk around with like this really smug smirk on your face.
I
And
already
everybody
do
would know
that,
exactly
Ruby.
who
You know
are.
this. I already do that. Well, I'm about to jump into a weight loss regimen here very soon. So hopefully, because right now I just like if Adam Conover stayed in a pool for too long. But
Like your dad and just absorbing
Just-
water.
no,
Fucking floater.
Basically, yeah.
but no. So once I go through that routine, it'll probably be a little bit more convincing. I'll just wear a suit that's too small for me. It'll be great.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'll
here
wear
for
that.
it.
It'll be great. It's
think
it's
perfect.
usually I usually get, "Oh, you look like XYZ. You look like the Cowardly Lion," or every fat dead comedian that died of the drug overdose.
Who are you kidding,
Oh,
bitch?
no.
Same.
Like I get okay, but granted, some of them are some of the best. Like I get Chris Farley more than fucking anybody else.
Yeah.
When I don't have a beard,
But I don't think you look like Chris Farley.
with a beard, I do not look like Chris Farley.
Yeah,
But when
clean-shaven, probably.
when I did Dirty Rotten Scoundrels like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked
Everybody.
exactly like
Yeah, yeah,
Chris
you
Farley.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Chris
But I get that. I've gotten John Candy.
You know what though? Like people latch on to like whatever your most prominent trait is to say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you look like so and so." Like when my head was shaved, everyone said I look like Amber Rose. When I'm wearing big sunglasses and bright lipstick, everyone says I look like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks that you look like whatever your most prominent feature is. Like that's
Yeah.
what they latch
At
on
that
to. That's what the
particular
thing ends up
moment.
being.
Which is totally
Exactly.
I'm happy that the ones they're comparing me to are like some of my favorite people, so that's fine.
I look like Rosie O'Donnell.
You
Like right now.
no, you're Dom DeLuise.
I do get when I have a beard and I'm boy, I get Dom DeLuise
All day long.
all day long.
Or Chaz Bono.
I do look like Chaz Bono. Like I straight up look like Chaz Bono with a beard. Like it's not even a joke. Right now I'm serving you Rosie O'Donnell, then Ellen had a love child, and then that's the look I'm giving.
Perfect.
It is
But no,
what
it's
it is.
like what if okay, so I've gotten mistaken for that. Taryn, who have you gotten You've gotten the Ellen Page one a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, fully.
Yeah, I also used to get, back when I was skinnier, I used to get, the fuck's her name? Jennifer something, who used to be married to...
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No,
No.
other Jennifer.
Jennifer Garner?
Jennifer Garner?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
I remember
Let's get
I can
I
see
can
that.
see an
Yeah,
Ellen
yeah, I
Page,
can
Ellen Page, Jennifer Garner love child moment for you.
Right.
And I'm here for this journey. I love this journey for you.
I don't get mistaken for a lot of celebrities, though. What happened?
I
She
don't
dropped
know, I
her
thought
Sour
something-
Patch Kids.
Sorry, I thought something blew up. See how dramatic I am? Sorry. I was like, the house is exploding.
But yeah, I don't really get too many. When I'm feeling particularly androgynous, I get Ellen Page a lot.
I feel I know who Mike gets, but I'm gonna let him say. Do you ever get mistaken for somebody? And I'm gonna. No, I already know who it is, but I want to.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Bitch, I would die. I would die. Yes.
You know, I used to get Tiger Woods when I was in high school, especially when I was wearing a hat. But I'm not sure who do you think I look like these days?
I don't want to say it because you may get offended by it, but
no offense. I will tell you in advance. No offense taken.
What's his? And I don't know his name. That's also the problem. But I know what show he's from. The Unbreakable.
Oh, Titus Burgess.
Titus Burgess.
Titus.
Oh, yeah.
Titus Andromedon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that,
All day.
especially in my lighting right now.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'm looking at him via a camera that's semi-pixelated, semi-there, semi-not, because it keeps coming in and out, and all I see right now is Nathan's finger trying to get the low battery symbol away. So
Pin on the wall.
so in reality, you probably look nothing like that. In my world,
No, I can kind of. I mean, it's like a very, very friendly smile and like very expressive eyes. Like I can see that a little bit.
yeah.
All right, now let's see your dick, and then we'll compare.
I have seen Titus's dick, so yeah, you can show it on camera. I'll tell you. I always get, for me, the number one besides Dom DeLuise, what I always get is someone will stop me in real life all the time, like everyday life, will stop me. I don't know these people. I can be at public shopping, and they're gonna come up to me and go, "You look just like a gay friend of mine," and I'm like,
"It's probably you."
Sure, show me this person. First of all, I never look like them. Secondly, they're always really fat, like really fat. Like, and I'm big. God. I mean, I've lost weight now, but like, I'm big. No, these bitches are big. And you know me, I love a fat guy, so I'm not getting on them because they're fat. I'm just getting on them because like I'm getting on this person for saying that I'm like 350 plus, and I'm not. So they're like, you look just like this person, and they show me a bearded, really fat gay guy, and I'm like, girl, I look nothing like this homo. Who we don't all look alike.
Right.
I look nothing like
your
this mo.
orientation does not mean you automatically look the same.
Yeah, because they used to do it to me and Nathan. They're like, you guys could be brothers. I'm like, where?
In what universe?
In what universe? Because we have beards? No, bitch. I mean, we don't look anything alike.
You don't even grow beards the same. Yours is way thicker.
Yeah, mine's grows like curly fucking Middle
like
Eastern
a Brillo
pubic hair.
pad.
Yeah, I grow full-blown Habib like fucking beard. And I'm not even Middle Eastern. My fucking beard speaks Persian.
Is that
It fucking speaks Farsi. I can't even speak English. But yeah, no.
Wait, you know what?
Do you have a backyard? We have a backyard. We have backyards. Sorry.
What's wrong
I
with
had
me?
to.
Sometimes my brain, it works way faster.
I'm going to play that clip just for myself whenever I need a pick-me-up in the middle of the day. There she goes. Tea's done.
Sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so broken.
You are. We're all broken here.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I love you.
Well, that's that, guys. That happened.
So I will say real quick, our shows that are on YouTube right now that we're going live with probably will not end up being available on YouTube for in-demand viewing. They may just be available on our soon-to-come-back website. Because I play a lot of music during them, and it immediately gets
getting flagged. Yeah.
So that's why the video from last week was not replayed, but the audio I actually recorded everything perfectly tonight, so it's going to be up later on this evening.
Perfectly. Did you hear that? Perfect.
Okay, perfect, as much as I can make it. So eventually we're going to have.
Nathan.
Thank you.
Wait, so because I'm really retarded, so the videos we do for YouTube, is that something I can like go back and watch anytime?
I can give you the link to watch it privately, but we can't make them public because I have too much music in them, which is fine.
Because you have trademark and you're not paying.
Yeah,
for it.
Right.
But I'm going to put them on our website that people can download from Dropbox if they want to watch them.
Okay, perfect.
Which is fine. And we're eventually going to do a Patreon where people can pay to watch them, which will be even better.
Oh, I love it.
And we'll do an after show and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, adamandeve.com, use promo code SLINGS. You'll get a bunch of shit, free shipping, and 50% off one of your items. So if you go online and buy a fuck machine for $300, you'll get half off for it.
Send me one.
So if you buy Taryn a fuck machine, I'll send her to your house to use it.
Yeah, I'll use it in front of you.
She won't go.
She'll use it in front of your family at Thanksgiving dinner.
That's fine.
Cornucopia puss.
In your backyard. Or your backyard.
You can
or your
stuff
backyard.
me with all those apples and shit. Yeah.
But anyway, alrighty.
Out with the fixin'.
That was fun. We had a fun night. What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's broken. fucking.
I
We
know,
said
I
this
know.
already.
All right,
this
everybody,
is what
well,
happens
let's-
when I haven't had dick. This is what happens.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I fucking.
You usually
It becomes
ooze out of all your
hysterical.
orifices.
I'm oozing. Oh my god, my titties have started leaking again.
Well, good.
Yes.
Come here. I bought
Come
Oreos.
through,
Can you come help?
lactation.
Oh.
Bought some Oreos.
All right.
Oh,
all
by
right.
the way, speaking of Oreos, Tara and
there
I were
tit
laughing at
flavored?
Ruby, one of your statuses you posted about Oreos.
Yeah, should I
Oh.
Go read it for sure.
Yeah.
read it? Okay, let me pull it up. It's on my Twitter too. That's
I
the
bought some
easiest place
Oreos
to
for
find
Tara
it.
and I today, and the first thing I thought of was the post
Like
that
a
Ruby
Dom
made.
sub
Yeah,
play.
and she made a
Okay.
really funny
I
post
was like,
about it.
actually. Go for it.
Okay, here's what I wrote. Can we do a BDSM session where I just keep taking apart Oreos and making you eat the cookie only halves off the floor while I make a towering Oreo that's like 30 times stuffed, and then I eat the whole thing in front of you?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
And the answer is yes.
I'm half hard. No.
Right?
You're full hard. It's all
I'm
right.
full hard.
That's
Only
that's
because
an
no, I'm only half. I'm full hard now. Only half hard because of the estrogen. But yeah, no, I have a sick relationship with Oreos, so that would definitely work for me. I eat it like cereal. It's a problem.
Yeah, you do.
I can't touch them.
I love Oreos.
I'll
I eat
destroy.
Oreos like chips.
I know it's. I literally will grab the entire package, double mega stuff, grab the whole thing, dump it in a bowl, and eat it like cereal. And then just because I love to hate myself, I will then turn the bag around and read the package of the calories of eating the entire package,
Oh.
and then I'll cry myself to sleep because
Terrible.
I've just eaten like 3 million calories of lard. Fuck. All right, well that's nutrition. That's on our next webcast.
It's not lard. Oreos are vegan.
No, I know.
By
they're
the way,
vegan.
so we'll probably be live again next Tuesday night if everything works for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah?
if you're fucking scheduled.
We might have
open.
another guest, somebody who's been on the show before. I'm not going to say her name because she hasn't given me a full confirmation yet, but somebody who's no stranger to the show
Oh.
will probably be back
Okay,
next
so
week.
what the fuck's her name? Martha Stewart's coming on.
Yes, it'll be Martha Stewart.
Perfect, guys.
She's in a role of Fat Doobie, and we're all going to sit here together.
Hey, question. Do you think that Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg have ever fucked?
Oh, yeah.
I hope they have.
Faux shizzle
if,
they have.
if they haven't
they
fucked,
have.
I
Yeah.
absolutely think at some point he has definitely showed his dick to her, and she's definitely like fluffed it.
She went, oh, that was lovely.
Or maybe even put it in her mouth.
At the very least.
Well, there's no.
She
way-
stirred her
yeah.
tea with it.
Yeah, no. You know what? I definitely could see that happen. I see her stirring like a gumbo with it and then eating it. I see that happening.
A gumbo?
Because it's just like I like gumbo. That wasn't like. Why are you making this weird and racist? I just like gumbo.
I just said.
No, you made it weird and racist. You stared at me. You said gumbo, and you tilted your head like I said something racist. I just like gumbo, bitch.
Remember, she's white.
She's white. Everything you
And
say
she
is
doesn't
racist.
like anything
I'm
with
a
spice.
minority and a minority and minority. I'm untouchable.
And remember, she doesn't like anything with spice, so.
I know that's fucking weird.
Can we
know.
go?
Yeah, we can go.
Weird ass
so
cracker.
thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Mike. Go ahead and thank Scaredy Bear for us too, even though he wasn't on.
Yes, thanks,
we talked
Scaredy
about him
Bear,
a lot.
the
Yes, I
star
will.
of
Come
this show.
The star-
Come on, Darren. That was
Star
good.
of this
Let me guess,
episode.
follow
hurt.
your husband, Scaredy Bear.
Yes.
It was
Thank-
a pleasure.
No, it was a pleasure. Please
Thank you,
come back on. It was
bye.
so much fun having you. Thank you, Rubes. Thank you, Nathan.
Bye,
and thank you,
everybody.
Karen. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for getting
Thank
on
you,
the television.
Pugsley.
Thank you, Pugsley, for having your ass on our camera.
Thank you, God. Thank you,
Yes,
Mom.
everybody, your
Oh,
Bye.
can I
Dad.
plug my OnlyFans?
Yes, do
Yes,
it.
go ahead. Absolutely, go.
Onlyfans.com/RubyTesla. Come check me out. Pay me to see my tits and shit. Not shit.
If the price
No,
is right, maybe.
That's our other website. That's not our OnlyFans.
Alrighty, y'all. Let's get out of here.
All right, guys. Bye. See you next week.